Hey everyone, how are you doing? Thank you for stopping in, Herb Bucket, Colette, Des. I really appreciate you guys being here, as always. You may hear Doris having a little fit in the background because I did bar her out of the room for a few minutes. hmm She's not happy. But I'll let her in there in a little bit. I just want to sit back and relax for a minute without her driving me up the wall. I don't know if you can hear her or not. Hi Raquel, thank you for coming in. Really appreciate you guys for coming here today. It's just my regular Wednesday little pop up live. Well, it's not really a pop up live, but it's just my regular Wednesday live. And taking it easy, relaxing, having a chat. You know how it is. Backwoods Barbarian, hey, how are you doing? Um, I did pin the link, so you're all welcome to join me up on panel if you wish. We have up to 10 participants, of course. Uh, she is she is nice. She is also can be a pain in the behind. Yeah, but she is really nice. I love her to death. You know. Hi Rebecca. Um, hi Alvin Lewis. No, not me. Of course not. Because you're in chat and I'm here. And here's my hands and you're typing, so it's not me. I have to leave my hands here so people knows it's not me. No, but it's been a day. I was gonna try to clear out the back steps so I could go out there, but the high winds and the snow and the miserable. I got a picture of it as my thumbnail for this one, showing you guys exactly what the step looks like right now. I never had it closed up, so every bit of snow that came down filled up the step area. So it's going to take a bit of work to do it and clean it up. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to you guys up a regular My Back Step video and go on out and clean it up and get it all ready. Well, if it isn't Mr. Devil Dog himself, oh look, and he's out. He's out. Get you up on solo. Look at that, guys. How fantastic is that? Little goats. But they're not very little. I don't know if you got your microphone on or not, Devil Dog, but we cannot hear you.
Yeah,
We
you
can see you. Okay, you just weren't talking. Okay.
and they are little.
Yeah, they're little, but they're still
They're not
not as
babies.
small as Doris.
No, they're not as small as doors. They're not babies.
No, they're not babies.
She's the black one. She's about a year old, and he's about probably 6, 8 months, something like that. He's still smaller than her. And if you look at the front of her face, it's more elongated. So I'm pretty sure she's a Nigerian dwarf. And bigify me real quick.
Yeah.
Well, she's walking
Do
away.
you see what Backwoods
Uh,
Barbarian said?
you see how long her nose is and stuff?
Yep.
Okay, now his is shorter and more square. Hold on, let me try not to spook them. I'm trying to tame these guys.
Yeah, goats can be pretty skittish at times. My grandfather had some goats. They were he every time he get a new goat, it used to take him I'd say a couple of months just to get the goat so it wasn't so skittish.
Well, that's why I'm sitting out here. Just fed them. They'll eat out of my hand now. Before they would just run off and stand in a corner way away from me.
Yeah, now they're coming over a bit.
Well, they'll come over and eat out of my hand, and as soon as they get full or whatever else, then they'll go back and back off. But they're a lot more tame than what they were, and that's why I'm sitting out here. That's why I'm sitting out here trying. He almost
Backwards Barbarian is wondering what you did to get in so much trouble. You got to stay out in the barn now.
Hey Des, how you doing? You're funny. Hey Raquel.
Hey, Eagles.
But I'm having
Eagles said milk them.
Milk them. I'm definitely not gonna milk the brown one.
Why not? That would be the real fun one to milk.
He's a little boy. And what's up, BC Gerbs?
Dirt Road Destiny. Hey, BC Gerbs. Hey.
Dirt Road Destiny.
So the tan one, he's a little pygmy. They're both tricolored. They both got black, brown, and white on them. It's just they're kind of opposite. And the little
Is it
girl,
black, brown, and white, or brown, white, and black?
brown,
Hey, Jeff.
black, and white. And then she
It's not white, brown, and black.
black, white, and brown. She got the little brown spots on her. She got a couple white. She got a white patch on her head and on her side. But hey, Jeff, how you doing? But anyways, I just put up a short a few minutes ago, and I'm gonna have a naming contest for him. I've been calling her baby and him buddy, and Jamie does not like that at all. So everybody gets one guess, or not one
Hey,
guess.
TGIF. Hey, Chef.
Everyone, what's up, Chef? Everyone gets one submission, one boy name, one girl name, and the winners, we'll give a prize to or something.
Okay.
I don't know what the prize will be as of yet. And Devil Dog's Keeper is going to pick who the winner or winners are.
Jack and Jill.
But we don't want like somebody guessing 100 names. One boy name, one girl name per person.
You mean like somebody did with my scavenger hunt?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just started putting in one thing instead of the list.
See, that's what I want. I want them to just give one boy name and one girl name. See the white patch on her side, and then she got little tan spots all over.
Keith and Karen, Backwoods Barbarian said.
Hey, baby. Well, I'm not taking. You gotta text it or email it or respond on my short, or if I put out a video. I'm not gonna remember names up here, and I'm not the freaking one that decides. Devil Dog's Keeper is, and she ain't even in here from what I know. I don't know. She's in the house.
Hey, Jeff. How you doing?
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
The way you were sat there, then all we could see was a little piece of your face.
Yeah,
No.
I'm looking at chat on my cell phone.
No, the little gerbs, those are
Don't
turkeys,
even
not
share.
those are turkeys, not goats. But anyways, the little tan one there, he's a pygmy, and she has blue eyes. She's a Nigerian dwarf or Nigerian dwarf pygmy cross or something. But if you see her face, it's more elongated. His is more short and stout.
I have the perfect names.
Well, email them or text them or whatever.
No, I want to tell you.
No, I don't want to know because I'm not the judge. Jamie is.
Gary and Tammy.
Jamie. We got the little boy from Gary and Tammy.
I know. That's why you Gary and Tammy. Because they were separate, and then they met, and then they fell in love and had little goats.
And if y'all want to see, if y'all want to see me hug a turkey, just let me know.
Go and at goat.
Yeah.
I got a good
Hey,
name.
Dave.
I got a good name for the little boy.
Submit it to Jamie.
I
Double
will.
dog.
I will.
Ooh,
Girl, the girl, I'm not so sure.
I thought that was Backwoods
Okay.
Misfit. I said, hi, Steve. It was Backwoods Barbarian. Sorry
yeah,
about
that's
that.
that's Backwoods Barbarian.
Even his logo looks a little familiar.
Yeah, it's pretty close if you just glance at it, isn't it? I'm sorry, Rebecca, but here's the perfect names. Okay, the little girl you can call Milk, and the little boy you can call Food.
Little boy, you can call.
Oh,
No, I'm not gonna wrestle a turkey. I'll hug a turkey. I'll hug a tom turkey. My turkeys are sweet, guys.
Yeah, he infuses them with sugar, not butter.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Hopefully my phone will stay there. I don't think it probably will.
I thought I was saying a good thing then, and he's telling me to shut up. Okay, Rebecca, what were you going to say for their names?
I'm going to send it to Jamie.
Oh, you're sending it. Okay.
Once I get off here, I'll go to that short and I will send it to Jamie.
Good stuff. I might put in a submission too.
Do you know what I hate getting in the mail?
Bills.
No, something that has my ex-husband's name on it.
Oh God, yeah.
It has my first name, but his last name, and that's not my name anymore. And I've called this company and told them to change it, and they still haven't.
And put back on it that this person doesn't live here, and send it back to them.
Yeah. I'm just going to write on it in red, return to sender.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll finally get the message.
Maybe, but I doubt it.
I doubt it too, because it has to do with the darn internet.
Can you see Al?
Hey, Henry. Hey,
Al,
George. What?
can you see?
Yeah, we can. Hang on a second. I'm gonna put you. Hang on. I gotta bring somebody up, and then I'm gonna put you up on the big screen. Hey, Dave.
Hey there, how y'all doing?
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
I think Eddie is gonna hug a chicken.
Oh yeah,
No, a turkey.
I already
A
did.
turkey.
I want to see him kiss it.
I thought I was afraid to pull him up for a minute. I thought he was choking a chicken. And that's as rated. That's as far rated as we're gonna go with that.
Herb and Bucket. Good to see you.
I would hope so.
Is that the love?
Oh,
of
it
your,
is.
That's the love of your life, man.
What have we got going on over by the camera?
What do you mean? This?
No, up there's a yeah.
That's a female turkey.
So you're over hugging the boy turkey?
Yeah, these are my boys right here. The white one's Shiloh right here. I don't know if you can see him, but this is Shiloh, and this one we're getting rid of. They'll come in March to pick up him sometime.
So he's destined.
So it's a goodbye hug you're giving him.
So he's destined to become stuffing and dressing. Right?
No, it's not. We made sure it's not for consuming. But see, these are my guys. I've raised them since they were little. We incubated them and hatched them, and I spent a lot of time. But they don't try to attack or anything else. Well, I don't think it's mating season either, or mate or anything. They're just, and you can tell because the face is real light blue and stuff, and that means they're calm, they're peaceful, and if they started reddening up, they're either angry or wanting to mate. But I got two girls in front of me, and these are the two boys. Shiloh, the white one here, we're keeping him.
So when he said his face black and his eyes red, he really meant it.
No. Both of them is real light.
Goodness.
Sorry, Dave. I've been watching a lot of it lately.
And hopefully our other 2 turkeys over there are females as well.
Oh,
We have
goodness.
two males fixing to be 1, and then hopefully we have 4 females.
Hi, Daddy. What? What, Daddy? What, Daddy?
Because I know you. By the way you were laughing, I know you got that reference also. Oh, there goes the camera.
Oh, there it goes.
There went the camera.
Turkey hit the chicken wire and knocked it down.
What?
What a turkey that is, huh?
Chips and dip, huh?
He's looking for names for his goats. One's a
Oh.
boy and one's a girl. And he
One's a
said
boy.
if you enter them,
Uh-huh.
either email it or leave a comment on his short for the video for the goats,
Oh, okay.
you could win a prize.
That's right. One of the turkeys, right? Uh-oh. I see some pork chops. Is that pork chops? It's pork chops.
That's one thing I miss about living in Iowa, out in the country. Is almost every morning, during the seasons and whatnot, we always have wild turkey walk up and deer and just all kinds of wildlife. And just we don't have the desert here. We have wildlife, but it's a lot different.
Wild turkey and a deer is not going to walk up to me. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
because it's going to be in my freezer.
Yeah. Well, I'm not
Right.
saying that we didn't. I'm just
Dispatch
saying.
them, huh?
I mean, woman's injured and poor thing. I had to get a 12 gauge, and no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But, maybe I'm not, but yeah.
See the boy? They're both showing off right now. Both the boys. They're puffed up. Shiloh, they're dragging it. Well, he stopped, but Shiloh's got his wings down and they're making a sound.
You better watch yourself.
For what?
You love
That's
to
what-
get eaten.
That's what I call fast food right there. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
He's got his bottom wings down. They're all pulled up. They're
Pigeon,
showing,
eggs, and squirrel for breakfast in Philly.
they're showing how pretty they are.
Hey, Homestead Aquarius, thanks for coming in. Squirrel's magnificent.
Dirt Road Destiny Farm.
You hear him puffing?
Uh-huh.
Sounds like Doris. Doris does that. Hey, Johnny. I think that's everybody. I think I'm after saying hello to everyone else. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. Don't be afraid to tell me if I've missed you in the chat, because it does happen from time to time. And that is pork tenderloin.
Pork tenderloin, okay.
That's what that is. Did we lose Jeff? No?
Nope,
Did we
still
lose
here.
somebody?
Still here.
Thought we had
That's
6
right,
on
still
the
here.
panel.
Oh, no.
Dez was off, wasn't she? No, that was in the last one.
I think she's over at
Can you
Barbecue
hear me?
Rockstar, isn't she?
Yeah. I can hear you, yeah. We can hear you.
Okay.
He's fixing a puff. You hear it? You hear it when they puff?
Uh-uh.
Yep.
I didn't.
It's that worm he got hanging off his head. That's what that is.
It's a snood.
Oh, no.
Hi, Des.
Hey,
Listen.
Dez.
Listen, he's fixing to do it. Oh, I thought he was.
Well, I can't hear him anyway over Doris out in the hallway bawling. She's out
There
making
he
a whole
goes.
show.
You hear him? What's up, pretty boy? What's up, pretty boy?
Well, let's talk turkey. Hey, DC Outdoors. Thanks for stopping
There
in.
he goes. He's fixing to do it.
Did you hear that?
Oh, that's
Was that
I
Doris?
heard Doris.
I heard Doris.
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 He's fixing to do it. Your turkey sounds like a cat.
All right, I'm out of here.
My cat sounds like a rooster.
All right.
Later, Al.
Take care.
Later, Al.
See ya, Eddie. You'll be back.
You'll be back.
You're just being a jerk.
I wasn't being a jerk. That was just funny. It's like he's fixing to do it. Meow.
Whatever.
Hey, Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
What the heck was that?
I don't know what that was. That sounded like a jackalope.
Jackalope.
I'm trying to get him to gobble.
Jackalope.
I'm trying to get him to gobble.
oh,
Sounded like the Texas jackalope to me. Oh
Oh
my.
my goodness. Jackalope.
It's all in good fun. My. So, what's up? Well, one thing is, I'm going to mention it again here now because Scott from Rambling with the Brums and Jesse and Lisa are trying to organize a cruise to go on. And it's open to pretty much anyone that would like to join. Anybody that's out there in the YouTube world that would like to join up with this, get in contact with them. Scott is having a live tomorrow. Here's the link to the actual live. And what he's going to go over a lot of the details in that. He's going to go over a lot of the details in that about
Oh my
the cruise tomorrow.
oh,
She wants in now, see, she hears me talking. So, if anyone will be interested in possibly joining and going on that cruise, now it's not going to be for, I think, 2 years before he goes on it. That gives you time to save up because you have to pay a deposit of so much and then you can just pay off the rest of it. It has to be paid off 90 days before you go on the cruise. So, as long as you have it paid off within the 2 years, it's all good. He'll go through all that tomorrow. I just want to put it out there. If anyone might be interested,
Right.
hop on into his live tomorrow and find out the details. And like I said, it's I know it's an Alaskan cruise this time, so it'll leave from somewhere down in the States area. I don't know the areas, but it leaves from down in the States and it goes on up to Alaska and then back around. So should be nice.
Thank you, Henry Leslie, Vermont. I'm reading up now what I wasn't being able to read before.
Oh, going through the comments now, are you?
Hi, Homestead
Yeah.
Aquarius. You know, like gorilla.
All right.
It's like through a town, slow riding music. Yeah, maybe. Could be. Have to find out from him. Because I don't know exactly what's going on with it. I don't know what cruise line or anything like that. All I know is that's
Man,
what
I
you're
just,
doing.
I just
And
got
so
a.
I added Mr. Chef's sweet summer heat here to my pork chops,
Cool.
my pork tenderloin, and that's just soaking into it there now. And that's all. That's all I'm gonna have on them. Is that?
I was
And
gonna
just
tell
something-
Devil Dog. So whoever was able to stop by, I had a Valentine's quote unquote stream yesterday. It wasn't really about Valentine. The Devil Dog was there and Belt Loop and some others. And I don't think there was any cussing or anything of that nature. And it turned green, on the monetization part. I just got an email. It turned yellow. I was like, okay. I don't understand that. I
So
don't know
there's a
what was.
warning on it?
No, it just means it's called limited.
Limited ads. Yeah.
Yeah, limited ads. So
Why
it
would
was
that be,
green.
though?
It was green,
Weird.
and right before it got to 400,
So-
almost to 400, it turned it yellow.
Oh, I knows what happened. I bet you I knows what happened. Somebody noticed Eddie was on the panel.
Who knows?
No, I'm only joking, and he knows it. That is weird, though. It seems like they do things to see if you're watching.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
And if you ask them to review it and they can't find it, they're going to put it back to green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never fought any of the reviews lately, but I used to before I was even on a panel of any kind, or even went live. I just used to upload little videos or whatever's, and they would strike me all the time or whatever, and I'd fight it. I always won. I've never lost. Everybody says you should fight it, to get a human review. I think I might on this one because there was nothing on there that I can remember that was even debatable.
Yeah.
It was just a chill stream, as they call it.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like what we do here. Like, if we just have our sit back, relax, have our conversations, we keep the language as absolute minimal as possible. Sometimes stuff slips, but that happens regardless.
Yeah.
But joking around, laughing, carrying on, having fun, and not really getting into one particular point with anything. It'd be the same thing as them saying, "Oh, you can't monetize it." Well, why?
Yeah.
Right? Tell me why, so I can fix it for the next one. If you can tell me why, okay. If you can't, make it so I can. And I mean, like that's the same thing. If you're fighting them over something that they're just putting a strike on it just because.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
I've had videos that were literally an all-out brawl. I mean, I couldn't even hardly control the panel, and it's like, oh, this is, demonetized, and it's green, still green
It's
to this
fine.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night, yesterday, it was perfect. I thought it was.
So you're gonna have more fighting and uncontrollable lives in order to keep it monetized. That's what you're telling me.
People like drama. People like drama, I guess.
Yeah.
I've learned that. They like action. They like drama. What else can I say? I mean, when I was able to keep my catches up, especially the live catches. Oh yeah, I only had 450 subs, and I had over 500 people in chat. Because it was live, it was action, it was real, and you'd be surprised. People like the live action, and they like the drama.
Oh, I know that. I've seen that happen with other things. Hey, GWT.
Yep.
Thanks for coming in. SWFL Treasure Detecting. Hey,
In the
how
house.
are you doing?
All right.
Nice to see ya. Yeah, I live action is what you were saying. I've seen other channels that seem to just do dramatic things just to get views, and that's how it comes across to me. Is they're only doing it to get attention to their channel, which is not what I want for my channel. I don't want to be known as a drama.
The drama channel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a drama queen. I don't want nothing to do with it. So, this is fun, relaxed time. That's what today is. That's what my Wednesdays are. Me and Dave both goes on. That's our entire goal is to meet new people,
That's it. To
such
boldly
as
go.
treasure detecting here is new to me here today.
Right.
Meet new people and grow our channels in a very family-friendly, orientated way.
Right. Yeah, because if you want to talk about all that drama stuff, there's plenty of places to go do it. But,
There is more than enough places to go, and if you want a drama channel, I can probably give you 8 or 10.
yep.
But you're probably never going to see me there because I was there once. And I'm like, nope,
Nope. Yeah.
nope, not going back. But that's some people. Some people like it. Some people don't. A lot of people seem to like it. I think it's more just a gossip thing.
Yeah.
Did you hear this about this one? I don't care. Really, I don't.
I don't either.
I'm happy in my little corner of the world.
That's why I've left some channels because of the drama.
Right.
See, I'm trying to direct my, and I appreciate, Devil Dog knows and everything. And I appreciate the help and advice and things I'm getting from people as I'm trying to direct. Since my YouTube channel is going to go a different direction, I'm trying to get people used to that. To get some people to understand, hey, this is the way it's going to go now. It's going to take time. I still get trolls a little bit. I still get, but. I think after a while, it'll be okay.
Oh, well, it's going to take time to change your viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Urban Bucket, that's fine. You have to get on with your life. They were apologizing for leaving my stream that I had yesterday, and it's okay.
Oh, gosh, yeah, stuff like that is fine.
Yeah.
I don't even think I made it to Rebecca's yesterday.
Yeah. Phone calls come in.
It's
People knock
okay. I
on
did a
doors.
big pop-up.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, though, I haven't really changed my viewers. They've actually are still following me, most of them, for the most part, which is kind of cool.
That's the thing that you'll get too is a lot of the viewers that are following you because of who you are still going to follow you no matter what you're doing.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God!
Tony is here.
Look at this.
Hey,
Johnny is here.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Johnny. It's good to see you.
What's happening? Yep, finally out of the gym, finally out of the store. Had to get cat food for the cat. So,
Don't go
how we all
home without
doing
it
here?
because she won't let you live it down. I'm not talking about the wife either.
No. Tripod and what is her
I'll be
name?
right
Selena. yeah. I have to keep them at bay. That's for sure. Otherwise, they eat my face off. That's how they get done. Well, yeah, there's nothing like having a cat on your chest start chomping on your forehead. Like at 3 a.m. I'm like, fine, I'll feed you.
Feed me.
Oh yeah.
So cold day here in Nebraska, and we're going to be snowing tomorrow. So too bad I got to work. It'll be a great time to be out making a video tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 74 here today, Johnny.
That's exactly right, Urban Bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, maybe Friday. If there's some white stuff left on the ground on Friday, maybe I'll go out and do something fun. Maybe I'll drag out a certain stove and burn a lot of wood. So,
We were talking about wood on Dave's.
Mm-hmm.
You missed it, Johnny.
what was it? What were you talking about?
Wood.
What? No, I heard that. Did you not see what I wrote in the comments about that?
Oh, I must have missed your comment. I must have missed your
predictable
comment.
what I said. Yeah. It's like if you're going to get wood, you don't want the soft type. You want the hardwood.
Hardwood.
Hardwood, always the hardwood. Hardwood burns better.
So is silver maple considered a hardwood or not?
Semi-hard.
Semi-hard.
Yeah. It's better
on the
than pine.
on the bow drill scale, it's doable. Whereas on that Osage orange hedge stuff, about near impossible. So it's in the middle there.
Yeah.
Not the preferred, but it'll work.
Yeah.
Hi, Jana.
Better
I
than pine.
took, when they cut the silver maple
Hey,
down
Peter.
in our front yard, I took a 5-foot piece and had it lumbered, you know, put into some logs, or not logs, but some dimensional wood.
Planks.
Yeah.
And then I had it dried and got it made into a corner base in my bathroom.
Oh,
Nice.
So literally
Nice.
the tree that was outside, is now in my bathroom.
cool.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, there's a lumber yard about a mile down the road from my house. They've got a lot of cross sections from trees where people make into what do you call it, coffee tables and end tables and stuff like that. And they ain't cheap though. It's pretty. Has a pretty penny for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny is the one to go to for those, Homestead.
Yeah.
All right.
All
so
you gotta do
even
is
though-
watch these videos.
That's right. I didn't see what the comment was, but I can only
Who's-
imagine.
Nothing like some good old wood puns.
There we go. Yeah, I got you, Wood. So I think even though Devil Dog said we all get only one shot to nominate a name for the boy and the girl, doesn't stop us from actually flooding him with nominations.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
We could actually put in like 10
That's right.
each. Hey, Crossover Paranormal Society, thanks for coming in.
Let's just get out one of those books, baby books, names for babies. Just start going through it. Al, you take A and D. Dave, you can take C and D. Becca, E and F. We'll just divide and conquer and flood the couple.
I'm thinking Alan
Cross-
Doris.
Crossover Paranormal Society, cops.
Yeah.
There you go.
Eagle Striker retirement is cool, man. I recommend it for everybody.
So I gotta say, this getting old thing ain't easy on the body. So
No, it's
I was
bad.
at the gym. And I think I did pretty well. But boy, certain things are just downright painful.
Yeah, it ain't as easy as it used to be.
And when I thinks about it, I thinks about there was a movie I was watching, and buddy was in the army, but he was an older fella. He was getting ready to retire,
Yeah.
and he's doing his morning routine, his sit-ups and his push-ups, and then he's running down the beach, and all these young fellas just zooms by him. And they're like, "Hey, Staff Sergeant! Hey, Staff Sergeant! Hey, and they're gone, and he just stops running and looks, and he's like, "Oh,
Hey, I got a question to ask y'all. It's just an idea I was thinking about come springtime or so.
see you, Henry."
It's going live, going rattlesnake hunting, and not hunting to kill them, just hunting to find them. Have them on camera
Relocate
and
'em.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you guys think
I'd
about
watch
it? I think that'd be interesting.
I'd watch that for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I would think I would have to bow out because I almost got bit by a timber rattler when I was a child.
Yeah, I got bit
Well,
too by a prairie
I didn't
rattler.
get bit, but I'm definitely afraid of snakes.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, I
I think
love snakes.
from a backpacking perspective, I think that could be really educational. If you could say, all right, hey, if you're going traipsing around in either the desert or if you're down southeast, these are locations where you might find them. So as you're along the trail, be mindful,
Exactly.
That could be very helpful.
Yeah, that's exactly. It'd be under education. You're exactly right. I would narrate the best of my ability of what to be careful for, what kind of rattlesnake is. We have several different kinds of rattlesnakes here, so I can identify most of them. We also have others too. You have to forgive me. I can't think of all the names that are venomous, but is it the coral snake? It's the red, black, and yellow, or goodness.
Yeah, was it red is flag, yellow, Goodfellow? What was it? How'd it go, Dave? There was the coral snake. One's poisonous, the other one's non-poisonous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have
sea
both
snake,
of those.
sea snake
Red
or
is-
something. Yeah.
Red, dead is red, or red is dead, yellow, Goodfellow, or something like that. I
Yeah,
can't
something
remember
like
how
that.
to
Isn't it black against red is dead and yellow against red is mellow? something like that.
Something like
I think
that.
there's a few variations. Somebody Google this, please.
Well, also, here's another thing that I learned from a buddy of mine.
Hey,
who was
Martin
in
and
the
Sue.
band- It was in the band Stripers when he moved to the desert down in Phoenix. He used to go out with his black light and go live on Facebook and show the scorpions, and because all you need is a black light, and we have a ton of them. And I thought about doing lives on that, just showing people the scorpions and what kinds they are and how So that would be something cool too.
It would be
and
pretty
there's-
cool, but the only bad thing is you could get out there and realize, oh my god, I'm surrounded.
Hey, I've been on live feeds where I had 2 scorpions come into my room through the air conditioning ducts. And I've literally been on a live feed. I forgot what channel it was, but yeah, it's they get in here. They can get in your house.
I think there is room for lives to do that, but I really think you ought to do like short videos as well, like some content.
sure.
So, because not everybody's going to sit down and watch an hour-long video or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So if you can make an action-packed, video, people watch it and be like, oh, that's interesting. That's cool.
Eagles Trekker said red follow yellow is a dead fellow. So it's the red and yellow together that's
Okay.
deadly.
Red and black, good jack, or something like that.
Well, I got lucky about my rattlesnake bite. I was painting the church at the time. We were missionaries in Navajo Nation, and for a Baptist church at the time.
I got to jump down.
I was
I'll be back in a minute.
already. I was painting, and I stepped down, and I felt this vibration underneath my shoes. And of course, everything happened so fast, and it bit me. But only one thing actually punctured through my skin just a little bit, and the other thing went through my jeans. And they called it it's called a dry bite. In other words, the only venom that got in was through my jeans. It was like a warning bite, if you will.
Yeah.
So I got lucky. I did have to go to the clinic. They had to give me potassium and some other stuff for a while, but no anti-venom was needed or anything like that. So,
Well, you got really lucky.
yeah. It was a prairie rattler, by the way. That's the type that one was a prairie rattler.
Nice. There's so many different. I'd like to get a ball python. I'd like to have one as a pet.
I used to have a Burmese python.
I'm thinking, because I did a good bit of research on it, because I was thinking about getting one for a pet once on time, and like everybody gets a corn snake, which
My
is fine.
daughters have. Yep, my daughters got corn snakes. They have a lot of
which is
pets.
fine. It's a nice pet, but I wanted something with a bit of mass to it. Like you pick it up, you got a snake in your hand. And everything I read and everything I looked up said one of the best ones that you can probably get for temperament and everything like that is the ball python, especially for anyone beginning, because they're a little bit easier to look after, even though they take a little bit more food than like a corn snake.
Yeah.
They are a little bit easier to look after, and they're easier to handle, and their natural defense is to curl up into a ball instead of lashing out.
Mm-hmm.
So, now that being said, many people that have ball pythons did get bitten by them, but that's just the nature of an animal. The cat bites me.
Yeah.
Right? So what's the difference?
I was wanting to say, Traveling Merton and Sue, if I pronounced that correctly. Thanks. I just subbed to you. I connected to you, by the way.
Yeah, I forgot my ticker too, guys. If anyone wants to drop their link in the chat, don't forget type backstep, all one word, and that will drop your link for you. Nightbot will.
You ready to see it?
Oh, you got it done?
Oh, wow.
Getting ready to take
Nice.
it off.
Nice. Timber rattlers. Are in the
Wow.
mountains. Yeah.
Timber rattlers what almost bit me.
Yeah, those are nasty, by the way. Those are, I learned a lot about the snake, especially in North America. the eastern diamondback is between that and the Mojave are the most deadliest, but timbers are the most aggressive. Eastern diamondbacks, sometimes they say they are, but I've heard the timbers.
We were in Utah when that almost happened to me.
Wow.
So which one would you say is and not necessarily the most venomous, but the most dangerous? Like, which one has caused the most fatalities, we'll say?
I would think Mojave.
Mojave, yes.
The
Yeah, I
Mojave?
forgot. The Mojave. But they're all so dangerous. That's the thing, though. They're all dangerous.
Yeah.
And
Oh God, yes, you gotta treat this animal with the utmost respect and be very mindful of being in its territory, because you're only visiting its territory. You're not.
And don't forget about the cottonmouth, aka water moccasin. They're actually one of the most deadliest snakes in America too.
Copperheads.
Yeah, there's other ones that
We have the cottonmouth here in Missouri.
Mhm.
Well, don't say everything.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Homestead Aquarius. We're just a visitor in their environment, right? So if you're mindful of what you're doing, where you're going, stepping over logs, stuff like that, you got to be careful. Like,
one weird thing, if I may, I was born in Iowa, like I said, but I moved to Texas when I was 11, 12-ish. Whatever. I'd never seen a timber rattler snake in Iowa until we went back up there in 01. And we went mushroom hunting, around mushrooms, during mushroom season. And Indian arrowhead hunting. We called it rock hunting. So I took my nephews, my nieces, my kids, and we all went off and had a good time. And my cousin and I, we heard the leaves, the dry leaves. I was like, well, our snakes will mimic rattlesnakes by flapping their tail on the leaves to make you think it's a rattlesnake. But this was kind of wedged under a rock, but enough where you could see it pretty visibly. And sure enough, it was a timber rattler snake. That's the first and last time I've ever seen one in the wild. And that was up in Iowa, southeast Iowa.
hey, Jen. I missed you coming in. I'm sorry. She's not talking because she don't like snakes.
I give them healthy respect.
I heard that. Yeah.
It is.
Nobody wants to be confronted with a snake that's curled up and ready to jump at you. There's no doubt about that.
Actually, I've got a rattlesnake video on my YouTube channel. It's about a minute long. If you want to play it, you're welcome to play it. I could put the link in the private chat.
My computer won't allow me to do that. It wouldn't work.
Oh, okay. Well, it's on my channel. I did cover it up, I believe, with one of my standard thumbnails, but it'll say rattlesnake. There's also with Roadrunners. I didn't get black bears on there, but yeah.
I could probably pull up the page and share your screen, like your page, but it won't let me play a video. It won't work. I tried it a dozen times.
No, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Well, what I can do is I can post a link.
Copy the copy. You're a moderator in here. You can copy and post the link.
I can find it and then I can just post it.
That's okay, Days. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, this is me and my family. We were having a little get together, and my son-in-law was cutting shaving my hair. He used to be a Marine, so we just doing our thing, and you never know.
Well, you'd never know. I used to be clean shaven, my head and my face, and that, would you? But I was at one point.
Yeah.
I never had no beard. I never had no hair.
I've had all types. I've had a beard to Marine cut to. Let's see what thumbnail I use for this. I use something that doesn't even resemble a rattlesnake, but there's a Roadrunner.
My supper's almost done. I'm a little hungry.
All right, man.
I got
Well, take a
pork
look.
tenderloin.
That's nice. That in the dinner.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, buddy.
we're gonna have the last
There
of
it
our
is.
lima beans tonight.
There it is.
Mm.
The thumbnails of the mountains here, like the sunset when they turn red, it just says rattlesnake today. That was a year ago.
Just
or
to
so.
throw you
2 years
off,
ago.
it's a nice scenic view. And when you start the video, it's a snake coming at you.
All right, I'm gonna put it in the.
That's what you call clickbait, there, Jeff.
Yeah, there you go. But there it is. There's the rattle, and there's Roadrunner. A couple of Roadrunner videos I got on this. I'm gonna do a lot of more outdoor stuff this summer, spring, summer, and fall though, and I'm gonna try to do more with my grandkids. You know.
That's what I'm gonna try to focus a lot more on my content, my outdoor
Yep.
content now this summer, and especially now. It seems like we might get a bit of an early spring, and even if it's raining and that, I'm still gonna try to go, even if it's wet.
Yep.
Because I'll just work on some stuff in the daytime, and I won't worry about the bigger projects until it dries up. But
Right.
Mm-hmm.
even just going out to get a little bit of stuff done here and there, you know.
Boy, it would be nice, Al. I know how much you want to, and I don't blame you. Come to the U.S. Just you can come down a week or two, and I can show you around the mountains here, and the streams, the wildlife.
Oh,
You could
no.
go you could carry concealed here, open carry. It doesn't matter. Oh, you'd have a blast. We would have a
You'd have a
blast.
job to get rid of me.
A lot of scenery.
I'm not leaving. Nope.
They call New
Disappearing to the
Mexico.
mountains.
They call it the land of enchantment. It used to be called the Sunshine State. Then they gave that to Florida, and they changed it to the land of enchantment.
Well, see, that sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Wow, it's hard to lay this, isn't it?
Is it ready?
Just about. I just gotta check my potatoes.
Oh, they get so when I make them. This is why
Uh-huh.
people are like, "How is that hat going to fit me?" It's because they stretch.
Yeah. Mine works great, man. Sure does.
This is 3 different yarns in this one.
Uh-huh.
I wanted him to have a really warm hat. Yeah.
It's funny how stopping to have a yarn has different meanings to different people.
Wow, this turned out really, really nice.
This is you're stopping for a yarn here. It's stopping to have a talk with somebody. When Rebecca's having a yarn, she's making a hat.
Ooh, I cannot forget.
I don't know. It's
I'm marking down
very simple.
every hat that I finish,
Oh, that's good.
so I know how many I've finished in this year.
Hey, Jonesy.
Hey,
Thanks for
Jonesy.
stopping in.
Radio
You just stopped in
Jonesy.
time to see my meal.
That's right.
That's timing.
I made 12 in January, and I've got 6 done so far in February.
Cool.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So I'm making him a second hat. He doesn't know this, but now we've got to figure out what color to put with this one. I was kind of thinking this one.
Yeah, that's a good match.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I don't think I have enough. It's a kind of a terry cloth, which is very, very soft. And there's also this one. This one makes me think, yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I gotta tell you, I put a good bit of that summer heat on this before I started and let it soak into it.
Uh-huh.
And there's a little bit of burn.
Not much,
There's not much. It's not that. And it's very flavorful.
Excellent. So, what do y'all think about these new headline things that we're using?
Oh, your tickers?
Yeah.
Yep, I've been using those for a
I
while.
like 'em.
They're
Yeah.
pretty handy. I got a banner. I started fiddling around, learning from Devil Dog and DJ and everybody that's helping me out through the community and
Oh.
whatnot.
Yeah,
Got me
he's
a
not
couple-
talking about things scrolling across the bottom.
Yeah, I'm talking
Got me
about your headlines, the little white thing underneath your name.
Oh, the headlines. Yeah, those
Yeah.
are cool too. Absolutely.
Did you turn that on your stuff?
Not yet, no. But
Okay.
what was I saying? Oh, I learned how to download, or I should say, upload some banners now, which is pretty
No.
neat. And then learn how to kind of I'm learning how to make thumbnails a little bit, just a little bit. So every little bit, I learn. It makes me feel good because I'm finally getting there, slowly.
Yeah.
I got pork tenderloin and potato.
Sounds good. Oh, I didn't know I was on mute. I'm sorry if I was.
Very delicious.
Doris must be out of the room if you're eating in peace.
She is. I buried her out there before I started this one. Every now and again, she hears me talking and comes up.
Right.
And she'll bawl at the door for a little while, then she'll go away.
Right. You're her friend, man. You're her daddy.
She don't know why I got her buried out now, see?
Mm-hmm.
It's quiet time while I'm eating, guys.
I heard that, yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah.
I kind of get in this zone of when I'm wrapping these that I really can't talk until I get it all the way
Nothing wrong
wrapped.
with that. Yeah.
Because you're concentrating on that wrap.
Right.
This is going to be this one's going to be interesting because it's a variegated with a solid, and that's what I kind of like doing is because it gives it a pattern.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, man.
I'm
Hey,
going to be like Al.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, time to be like Al and eat my supper.
There you go.
There you go, good stuff. What do you got?
I got.
It's kind of a 7-layer dip meets Johnny type deal.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
It's leftover, I don't know, leftover taco stuff. So I just took up some shells, crumbled them up, layered up refried beans, the Spanish rice, the meat, a bunch of cheddar cheese, and I went with some green enchilada sauce and did a couple layers like you do lasagnas and baked it up.
Sounds
And,
There you
interesting.
go.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
oh yeah,
Hey,
it's
Quinn.
mighty tasty. So,
I see your
Jones is wondering where Batman is. Hey, P. Digits.
P digits.
Batman is predisposed at the moment, but I'm sure we can get him here. Yeah,
Well, it's already dark here, so we can use the signal.
that's right.
Yep. It's pitch black here.
Pitch black. Yeah.
Does
So
anybody know what the largest?
Batman's been trying. The word is he's been trying to source some of his little batarangs and stuff like that,
Okay.
and he might have a source on that one. So
Nice.
I hear he's staying pretty busy though. But he does want to confer with Radio Jonesy about some exploits and how to make sure we sensationalize some of his future shenanigans.
Right. Okay. All right, Quentin Nelson, good to see you.
Nelson?
All right. So I thought that horse was going to bite my arm off today. If you guys saw that short,
Uh-huh. Yeah, I shared that over on the Facebook side.
well, hopefully that'll give us a few more submissions there.
I think
Reminders.
so.
Let's see here. Let me get this pop out chat so I can see what everybody's doing and saying here. All right, so pork chop for Al today, huh?
Tenderloin.
Or tenderloin.
There you go. Now, Franny, you are look at this. Look at her going back and forth, back and forth.
She's waiting for you to make a mistake.
Pretty much. Eventually, she'll figure the paw. Give me.
Yeah.
Give me.
Yeah, I got one of my cats that'll sit there, just gently put his paw out and go. Yeah.
Doris likes to do the
There you go.
put her paw on you very gently and then slowly put the claws in
All
to
right.
get your attention.
There you go. There, try it. Go get it. Try it. Go get it.
No, it doesn't work like that. They want the plate. They want you to do the little morsel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was looking my plate clean last night.
Yeah.
So we got snow tomorrow.
Yeah.
So ideally, I can line up and do something outdoorsy on Friday. I tell you, this new schedule, because I actually have to work tomorrow. So I'm like, so I don't know if I want to go outside, make video content, and then try to hit the gym afterwards. I'm like, oh, there it is. Easy clean plate club for Al.
We actually got snow in Albuquerque. Still, we got a little bit on the ground still, actually. We had like a blizzard last night, and from rain to snow, and then, yeah. We thought spring was already here, and boom.
Well, I'm not going to complain about it. The streams and the lakes are just way too low, and I can't have an outdoorsy channel and be afraid of the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just for here. It's pretty. I don't want to say rare, but close to rare to have this. But like we can go a couple years and not see
Better
any
the
snow.
rarer the better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we don't usually see a whole lot of snow here in the valley at all. But it happens every once in a while. We get it.
Mm-hmm.
You should have been here earlier for when I showed out the window here. I got enough snow I could send to you.
You can keep it.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I don't believe you. I think you want it.
I know I don't want any.
So, Johnny,
Yes.
if you don't mind, do you remember we were talking about something, a piece of artwork there the other day? Do you mind if I shows what I had come up with?
Yeah, if you don't mind me turning off my camera, if you make me sensitive. So no, go ahead. No, go ahead. No, I'd be honored. Go ahead.
I do. This is just a very, very rough sketch from you seeing what I had written.
Yes.
But this is just a very rough.
Bigify, bigify. Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
And this will be all white, like the moon, all the way around the paw print.
Oh, wow. That's sweet. I like that. I like how we're both actually, looking at
Pretty
the
cool.
moon there.
Now, have you guys ever seen snow on palm trees before in real life?
I have not. I've got a picture of me, my brother, with icicle wars in Florida. Now, that is beautiful. That's kind of what we're looking for.
I've seen it
That'd
here.
be
I've seen it
you guys
here.
were wondering, my dog, we had to put him down a year ago. It was like a year ago.
Yeah. We had to put ours down as
Al and I
well.
were talking about memorializing Homie Dog. And even though I haven't got a single tattoo, this is one I've been toying with, but I'm like, I don't want to try to get like a portrait I was wanting something symbolic, and I was like, need to consult a artist. Well, happen to be a friend with an artist here, and so that's Al's design there, and I'm like that's beautiful, Al. That's beautiful.
Thank
Are
you.
you still gonna? You said like that's a draft. Are you still? Was that final, or you almost sounded like you were doing more on it?
Well, this is a concept draft.
Right.
So what I got done is I got an image of a beagle dog
Mhm.
and an image of the beagle paw print. And the beagle paw print is what's going to be up in the moon.
Nice.
And then the actual image of the outline image of the beagle will be an actual beagle dog.
Wow.
I know I don't have a lot on here, but take a look at it.
No,
That's good.
I kind of
Martin Sue, she's been around. Not very much, but she's been around.
I would proudly wear that on my arm. Al. And
No.
one more reason to keep hitting the gym. Keep that arm looking good to sport the tat.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Now, the other thing I was going to ask you was, what about size-wise?
Well, I don't know. What do you think here? It's
54 inches?
no.
But I mean, like,
You call my pythons garter steaks? Is that what you just said?
54 inches?
54? No, I'm more like, I think I'm a 16, 17 inch python kind of man. So, I think my arms are about 16, 17 inches out.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe around the size that I got it, maybe just a little smidge bigger. Because it's almost at about 4 inches from end to end, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Because the height is not the issue, it's the end to end is the issue.
Well, one of the things you could do if it's wrapped around, right? Where if you have a bit of the trees on either side or whatever, with it more in the center or maybe a little offset,
Yeah.
the paw print moon and the dog and the owner, but there could be going
Raise the moon up. Add a couple of trees on each side.
Right.
So like instead of the 2 trees on one side, put maybe 1 tree here and 2 over here, or 2 and 2.
Right.
And the dog and the owner and the moon above them, directly above them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
No problem.
I like the idea of 1 and 2. I don't always like perfectly balanced. I think it's better offset a lot of times. Kind of gives you a bit more perspective, and so I mean, I don't know. I've learned to let go and let things flow a little bit more. I think
Yeah.
All like I said, that's only just a rough.
Sure.
I actually was sitting on someone's live
Yeah.
and just started doodling that out.
Really? Oh, man.
And doodled it out in like, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes.
Wow.
And doodled it out, and they were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I'm doing something for a friend,"
Yeah.
because they were looking for something. So,
Man, that would be. I've been toying with the idea, but now that it's becoming more real, I tell you, it's a different feeling. Different. I'm like, oh, wow, this might really happen. And
Yeah.
now the fact that it's like this would be designed by a friend, that adds a whole other layer to that. So, like,
I'm actually after doing some tattoos for people that have had stuff drawn by friends,
yeah,
and they bring it to me. It's like, "Can you do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
I tell you,
Um,
I'd be
so I know.
I could do
I
that.
know. I know how it goes. Where, you know, if I'm doing it for you and you get someone to do it,
Right.
do it.
Yeah, unless you move down here pretty quick. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna step down, gentlemen. I gotta get a few things done. I'd be in chat though for a little bit.
All right, Joe.
All right,
And
see you, Jeff.
I gotta
Hey,
And
guys.
Rebecca. And
dinner.
Rebecca.
Yeah.
I said gentlemen and Rebecca.
There you go.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Hey, thank
I'm
you,
going to
man.
get down off
Yeah.
of here and make Ronald and I some supper tonight.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All
I'll
right.
leave you running.
Go ahead.
Yep.
There you go.
Somebody trying to get in there, Al.
I have a set of paws coming under a door.
Right.
And she don't just put one in, she'll put both of them in and try to pull her way in.
Right.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna fit.
One of mine, if you go in the bathroom, he'll put his paws all the way underneath there and try to scratch at the bottom of your foot.
Yeah.
Dude, can I have some privacy, please?
No, not with a cat you can't.
Uh,
Not with a cat.
yeah,
Just give me a second, I'll let her in.
of course.
I've had her barred out for over an hour
Interesting
now.
about cats, as standoffish as they are,
Yeah.
they won't leave you alone when you want to be alone.
Well, see, that's what I always heard, John. I always heard that cats were antisocial, but mine didn't.
No,
get
they're
the memo.
not.
Mine didn't get the memo.
No,
No.
no. That's like
Yeah.
when I for my new job that I started last year, I was doing training and it was very casual. So the cats were just constantly going around me, and everybody's like, "So Johnny, you love cats?" I'm like, "Well,
They love me.
but yeah, they didn't get that memo either. They're all over me all the time." So Dave, it's like, so how's it feel to go from one live to the other? It's like, this is your time,
Right.
your time, but it's not your time now.
Well, actually, what we're doing is there's usually more people here in the 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah,
So we're trying to get Al is over that 1K
right.
mark, and
We'll get them there.
oh yeah. I mean, I believe Al's going to cross the hours probably within a week or so.
Right.
So,
Well, I'm hoping. I'm trying to do a little bit of slow mining. I've been tracking some of the other smaller channels that are doing hikes, either with their dogs or by themselves.
right.
And so I'm making little comments and subscribing, and they're slowly reciprocating. And, one of them today, he was like, "Oh, he saw the video about the Camp Challenge Alliance." So he's like, "Oh, that's interesting." So I'm hoping
It'd be nice.
participant, which ultimately
Right.
will lead to one more subscriber for Al and Tony and the gang. So
Well, did y'all ever hear from a channel, NDK Firewood?
that doesn't ring.
Doesn't sound familiar to me.
He contacted me and was asking me about the challenge, and I told him to you go talk to y'all, that you could give him the full scoop of what was going on and stuff, and and then I had mentioned to him that usually they have a live on Friday evenings that you might want to try to make. That would make it all real clear to him and stuff, because
Right.
I think he was really wanting to get in the middle of it and be part of it and stuff like that.
Hey, we'd love it. The more participants.
Now, I did have some, last Friday when I was on, I did have some new people in asking questions, but that name doesn't
Yeah.
really ring a bell.
Yeah.
No, we
But
got
that's not to
James-
say that he wasn't there, because he could have.
Well, his
we had
channel
James
name
from
was
Harshman Hills.
right.
He
I
did
know
an
him.
entry the other day.
Right.
Mark Kratz did an entry the other day.
Yep.
I haven't seen too many more though.
I
Dave,
no.
I know you've been making stuff, but you haven't been tagging it. I don't think.
don't think I did. I did that one with the fry bread.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, because for the indoor camp, I got Ashley, Dave, Volley Theory, Mark, and SD Mountain.
Mhm.
right. And then
The other ones that were entered were all for the. It seems like they were all about building something.
right.
There wasn't another one for indoor camping.
Yeah. And then we did that one where I did like the stew, and we're sitting there making a spoon at the same time.
Absolutely. So I'm hoping just kind of keep it up. I had a really good visit with my father-in-law during Super Bowl Sunday, and boy, we were coming up with some good ideas, because I'm sitting there thinking I need to keep the Johnny perspective on my videos. So like the last net making one, I think it's too serious. But I'm like, April, I've got a good idea. It's like I've got a really good idea. I'm getting help. I got a decent idea for March. I have to make it more fun though. I might have to talk to you guys backstage here on that one.
Yep.
But I want to keep it fun and light to keep everybody's like, oh, we don't have to be serious like the survivalist. Or, no, this is the way it's done and only this way. And I'm like, come on, get over yourselves, people.
Yeah, well, see, I remember telling myself, I said, when you started this, I did not want to become that person that I'm going to crawl out in the wilds of somewhere and it'd be negative 15 and I'm going to survive with just a pair of socks on, I mean...
Right.
No.
No, I learned some skills, so in case I did get stuck, I might have a clue on what to do.
Well, there's a difference.
Getting out, putting in some miles, and seeing some sights, and having a really good, tasty meal.
Yeah.
There is a big difference in making videos to have fun and learning a few skills in case you ever got stuck.
Right.
To being on here saying, this is what you got to do.
Right.
Because what you got to do is not what I got to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And
so you're not going to appeal to everybody. If you're just out having fun and saying, hey, look, this is how I does things.
Right.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd have named the channel Dave Collier Surviving on Nothing But Socks, or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But my idea of camping is to be comfortable, happy.
Right.
Safe.
That's
the
thing all about it. It's supposed to be a retreat,
Right.
Getaway. It's not roughing it.
Yeah, we're gonna eat good. We're gonna do everything in our power to make sure nobody gets hurt.
Right.
And
they say smooth it. Don't rough it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's right.
For a very long time, every single video I put out, I would end my video, every single one, I would always say, be safe and have fun.
Right.
At the end of my video.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of my little phrase. Nobody was really, people were always saying, okay, be safe, goodbye, whatever. But I always used to say, be safe and have fun. And then I started noticing after my videos started getting a little bit more traction, more people started saying that at the end of their videos. So I was like, oh, well, it caught on. People like it. So I don't say it every single video now, but I do tend to preach a little bit of safety.
Mm-hmm.
Well, put that on like a coffee mug or something like that.
Well, I'm thinking it might go into some of my t-shirts in the logos or something like that. I'm not. But I mean, I do kind of tend to preach a little bit safety. Even when I'm out just doing stuff, I'm always saying, you see me doing this, but be safe while you're doing things.
Right.
Take your last 2-minute video, and we ought to grab a little clip out of that, just a few phrases where you were talking about be one with nature. It's getting out. Words of wisdom from Al.
I think about the only thing that I really harp on is carbon monoxide in the hot tent scene.
Yeah.
I'll tell people quite often, make sure you got one of these carbon detectors, and never seal the tent up totally, 100%. Have some air moving around in here, so just
that was the case in Korea when I was over there. They call them ondol. They had charcoal heating, stacked up 3-cylinder charcoals, and they would heat up pipes underneath the floors of the rooms. And every now and then they leak, so you always had to have a window cracked to ventilate.
Right. Yeah. I know many years ago we were in Norway, and we used those old Crux Optimus stoves.
It's sugar. It's not for you.
Yeah. And if you weren't careful, man, like if you were kicked at it or something like that, man, you'd have yourself a big old fire in your tent. So, yeah.
Come on, Six. You coming?
I'm not sure how many people still uses these lanterns.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Right? Well, I got one there. I use it every now and again.
What do they call those? Hurricanes, right?
Hurricane lanterns, yeah. I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to use it in a hurricane.
And you don't want to use it inside of a tent. You know, you really don't.
No.
No.
Ashley was napping. That's a good reason to be late, Ashley.
That's it. I can accept that excuse. Yes, I absolutely.
Yep. I'm certainly not going to hold that against you at all. Yeah, Johnny, you said your cat will eat off your plate.
Mine
Yes.
Doris
Franny
will
will.
not.
does. Really?
No.
Oh my.
No, I can leave my plate. She'll come over and she'll sniff it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She won't eat it. Even in, like, she likes maple syrup.
Really?
She
Yeah.
does. She likes maple syrup. But,
Mm.
like this morning, I had waffles and maple syrup for breakfast.
Nice.
And she will sit down and just sit there until I dips it on my finger and puts it out for her to eat.
Right.
Oh, really? You got to like.
She will not come in and eat it off of my plate.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I got one that'll jump in the refrigerator if you open the door up just a little bit. Get out! Come on, get.
Now,
You know?
that being said, she will rob the marshmallows out of my Lucky Charms.
Yep.
She won't put her head in, but she'll pull them out on the table and eat them because she really likes the marshmallows in the Lucky Charms.
I can hear her defending herself right now. Here.
Oh yeah, that's not
Yeah.
defending herself.
Is that shameless begging?
Yes, but not for anything I've got.
Oh, okay.
So I was
Perfect.
looking at the comment from Homestead Aquarius, and they were saying if they had to go out with their knife, they could. They might be
They could
okay
do
for a
it.
few days, but they'd be the grumpiest old guy coming back from the warm bed and coffee in the morning.
Right.
That reminded
Yep.
me. I was watching one of the bigger channels the other day, and he went out in his own little minimal.
Hey, Dill
car.
Hole.
He did pretty much what do you call it, a debris shelter.
Sure.
But he did not allow himself to drink coffee that night because he didn't want to have to get up. And he was also, he tried to do everything ahead of time because he knew in the morning he would not feel so jolly
Right.
for recording and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we can get by.
Yeah.
But yeah, you might not be feeling the best. So I'm like, take some equipment and have a good time.
Yeah. And see, I always tell people that, that cooking something in a tent on these little stoves is going to take way longer than normal cooking.
Yeah.
And that's why we start cooking like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, just to have it done before it gets dark.
Right.
Yep.
So, but man, I probably at least once a month I'll break out that tent stove and not even put the tent up, but
Yeah.
practice cook something that I've never done before.
So,
You know,
and that's what I want to do on Friday. And I
Right.
was going to ask you because I've got one of those tent stoves.
Right.
And so I'm going to drag it out in the woods. I've got an area where I got a lot of deadfall. So I figure I'm just going to light it up
Hmm.
and I'll throw a cast iron pan or something on there. And
Make sure you bring something for your chimney to rest on.
Yes.
now I was going to ask, how tall should I stack that chimney?
If you're completely outside, I'd stack it just at head level.
Right.
Okay.
At least say about 5 to 6 feet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you definitely want to have some for it to rest on, because if it gets blowing,
Yeah.
it'll take
It'll
the stove
take the
over.
stove with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said you had took an IV stand or something like that, Dave, or something?
No, I took a ladder, regular old step
Ladder. Okay.
Yeah, and I got a piece of that old rusty wire and
Okay.
just gently wrapped the stovepipe to the end of the ladder,
Okay.
and it held
Some tie wire or something like that.
right. Because, like I said, if you get to blowing, and let's say you got a pan of say grease on that thing, and it flips, man,
Yes.
you gonna have a fire.
Yeah, but I don't need to burn down my little forest.
Right.
Now, one thing you could do, Johnny, if you didn't want to take that, would be take some tie wire. I'm just thinking here. Make a tripod out of sticks and come out and use tie wire
Hmm.
to kind of brace it out.
Yeah, you could do it like that. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
you got
way
me thinking about, could I just run, almost like a bear bag, where if I tossed a line up over a branch or whatever else,
You could do that too, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
The only-
the wire idea attached to
The only thing I'd worry about with that would be the sway.
The sway. Yeah.
Okay.
Because see, if it's in the tent, the tent's going to keep it from doing a lot of this.
Okay.
But if the tent's not there, you're going to get, and if it's dead
And
still,
even with a straight up, you can still get a sway and a circle,
Okay.
depending. If it's a really nice day out and it's not windy or not, you can
You'll be
probably just
alright.
stack it and never have to put nothing on it.
But if you get all the way out there and you realize, wow, man, the wind came up,
Right.
so
So
Doesn't
what would
hurt to
like
keep
happen
something.
what if I kept the chimney short, like on a smoker?
Yeah,
Uh,
you could do that.
if all you're doing is practicing cooking, I really wouldn't worry about the height. You
Yeah,
know?
just put one section on it.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Just
more
so
what
it's
I was
all-
thinking. I'm like, just let it
Mhm.
vent out. But I was like, do I really need it? I'm like,
No.
am
I
I
mean,
asking?
Well,
I'd say at least say a foot, maybe 2.
Okay.
do you remember the one I made for my out on my step?
I do not. I haven't been able to catch.
Oh God, go back and look at that video. I made one
Okay.
for out on my step,
Oh.
and the chimney is about 4 feet high.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, it comes up and then it angles out, so it
Right.
can go out through the step,
Sure.
Right.
and that's all it is.
Yeah.
Now, see, I've toyed with out here on the porch, designing something like that. If I ran the stove there to
Right.
get it out of from the porch area
Yeah.
outdoors. So absolutely. Yeah,
You can go to like Lowe's or any place and buy those
Right.
angles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy that little stovepipe almost anywhere.
Anywhere.
That sells like a hardware store. So
But if all you're doing is practicing cooking and the weather's not an issue,
Yeah.
just get it out, vent it out about like this. You don't want to have it flush because
Sure.
you're not going to get a lot of venting,
Okay.
and a draw either.
Okay.
Because if you don't get a draw, you're not going to get a good fire on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you do want it moving. Absolutely.
Right. And have you ever seen on my videos where that stove will go?
Yeah, right.
And that's the cold air trying to being pushed up the pipe.
Right.
And then once the pipe gets hot, that stops.
Yeah.
yes, it creates its own draft.
Right.
Yeah, I know on some smokers. they talk-
Aquarius.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, Aquarius. I am on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. I don't really do a whole lot with Instagram or TikTok. My Facebook pictures are mostly my tattoo work, but
Yeah.
every now and again you'll get a little bit of stuff on there.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Johnny. Sorry, just wanted to answer a question before I forgot about it.
No, I was like, one of the things as I've been researching different smokers, like for wood burning stoves, like where it's got the offset. Some guys will make their own, and then later they'll realize maybe they made the chimney too tall or not wide enough
Mhm.
because that air isn't hot enough to it'll get stuck going on out the chimney.
Sure. Yeah.
And then
It will.
it doesn't breathe well enough, not enough oxygen, which leaves a
I've
bad
seen
flavor.
No,
I've seen guys before. They've had to reach up and light up a little piece of tissue and drop it from the top of the chimney
Oh, they get the heat.
down.
Oh,
to
really?
to break that barometric pressure cap, and you'll hear this, "Boom," and then it'll start, So
Huh.
yeah, normally the colder it is, the more likely you are to encounter that.
Right.
If it's like a typical, say, 20-degree day, 30, you probably won't have to worry about it.
Right.
Now, if you're in the Minnesota or up Canada way and it's like -10, nothing works the way it's supposed to when it's that cold.
not even me.
No, not your equipment, your legs, nothing.
Oh man, I tell you, one time I smoked a turkey in an ice storm. Boy, that was a hard smoke.
How did you roll that?
Huh?
How did you roll that?
How did I roll that? Oh,
You
well,
smoked a turkey.
really, was it ZZ paper? What is that? And big long draws. So,
Yeah.
but I had I use a welder's blanket I throw over my smoker
Sure.
to try to insulate it.
Yep.
And that thing, I kept flipping it because it was soaked, and underside would be dry, and the top part was wet and stuff. It's
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
I've used a welder's blanket before too, Johnny, to kind of shield things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sure have.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I know people that put them under their stove in their hot tent,
Sure, I've done that once or twice. But what I
especially
found,
the hot tents with the floors on them.
right, yeah. But I have found that it gets really, with all the stuff in there, if you put the insert in there, the stove in there, the thermal blankets in there, it gets so tight in there you can't even hardly move.
Right.
And just
Well, I'm trying to change my tune because the first time, I hadn't really thought about hot camp temping, and except for what I'd seen on the gatherings where it's old canvas tents,
right.
heavy, lots of equipment. Lately, I'm like, everybody's taking out their one Tigers, this or that, and they pack up. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, it's modern. I'm like, that I can do. That I can do.
Right.
So that might be my goal by next winter time.
Mhm.
We head out to do some hot tent camping next winter.
Because I tell
That's
you what,
something.
I tell you
Go
what
ahead,
I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do this weekend, Johnny, is I don't think the weather's gonna cooperate for camping, but I'm gonna break out the stove and or the Dutch oven, and I don't know whether you saw me do that fry bread thing.
I did.
Okay, I'm gonna try a variation on the theme, and what I'm gonna do is wrap the fry breads up before they get dropped in there, almost like an egg roll, and we're gonna put like a lemon filling in there, and then drop it in the grease and see what happens.
Oh man, that
When are
reminds
you
me,
doing
I made
this?
fried calzones before,
Friday or
Dave.
Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Friday or Saturday. What's today? Today's Wednesday. Yeah, I could
That
probably
reminds
be
me,
there
I
for
made
then.
fried calzones before, Dave. It was so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
You just fold in the pizza dough in half with all your meat and stuff, cheese.
Yeah.
Drop that in the fryer. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, we're gonna
Hey,
give it a
sis.
try.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dez.
I don't see why
Hey.
it won't work, but we're gonna give it a whirl, see whether it will. So,
Just thickness is everything. How thick is it?
how thick is it? And then to me, you gotta with that grease getting that hot, I'm gonna tuck the ends in where it's underneath the main where it kind of rolls up.
Yes.
Because as if not, it'll just blow out.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's like that calzone where you flip it over. That
Right.
usually holds it together pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we shall see, man. But
Hey, it'll be
See,
fun.
I'd like to get one of those One Tigers tents.
Yeah.
I like their products. I got one of their blankets, and I got what else? I got a couple of things from them. But the blanket is fantastic,
Mhm.
and I was just thinking, it'd be nice to have one of the tents for sure.
Be nice just having the time to get out in the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
it'd
why
be
I
nice if the weather would cooperate enough to go in the tent.
exactly. I wish it would just get cold, but all we get is rain, man.
Yeah.
See, I'd take that thing out in the summer. That'd be my issue. I'd be lugging it down. I'd be dying with the
Yeah.
heat, lugging that thing down in the back somewhere.
Yeah. Well, the good thing now is I bought that insert, so you could even use this thing during the summer too.
Yeah.
So, but we're definitely gonna try that little cooking thing Friday or Saturday because, like I said, at least once a month I'll try to cook something on that stove that I would like to try inside of the tent, but I don't like doing something in the tent for the first time in case there's a disaster.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. No, I mean that's a big thing. I mean, everybody should be practicing their stuff ahead of time. That's why, like, wintertime, I think is a great time to go through your gear, make stuff, practice meals. That's why I've been trying to do the dehydrated meals, local parks. But yeah, put in the reps. Like, was it? You've heard of Canteen Cup Tuesday?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's a good practice. I mean, because ultimately, what's the goal? Is so you can make that out on the trail.
Right.
So
Right.
give things a whirl at home while it's safe, and you got a few options.
Yeah. And you know what I tell people all the time, they look at, like, say, the U.S. Marine Corps or any of the other branches. I said, they have bases and forts for a reason. And the reason is so they have territory to practice what they do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the minute that they really need to go do something and they've never done it, it ain't going to work.
Yeah.
So
You train the way you fight. So
Right.
You know what my problem is, though?
what's that?
I spend all this time practicing. Like, I'll take my bag and I'll take it down and I'll go through it and I'll say, what do I need? I need this. Then I'll say, now I got my bag packed. I'm going out.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not. You know, I ends up taking the practice
Yeah.
outside.
Well, see, the thing is too, like you say, you pack your bag. My tendency is, I'll pack the bag with just the stuff I need, but then I'll get that little extra thing will kick in my head. Well, I'd like to take this too, and this too, and this.
That
too.
happens to me all the time, and then I
Yeah.
ends up with 40 pounds, and I'm like,
Right.
I
Yeah,
gotta carry this up a mountain.
right,
Well, after
Yeah.
you share it a few times, you start that helps with your decision the next time. Do
Right.
I really want to do that again?
yeah.
You would think.
Hey, Jonesy's in the house.
Hey, Jonesy.
Hey,
Or
Jonesy.
Jonesy's on the road. Oh, wait a minute. I think I hear something. I got to go. There's somebody at the door.
Is it Batman?
I don't know. We'll have to go answer the door. To
Oh,
find
okay.
Yeah, but
out. Let's see.
I'm definitely looking at this year for sure getting out more.
Right.
Like, even if I make enough content to do me well in the next year, I'm just getting out and doing it.
Yeah. Well, see, you're like me, Al. I just want to get out.
My videos, but I'm still only gonna drop my one video a week.
Uh-oh. Who could it be?
I'm not. I think it's
I think it might be. It is Batman.
Batman.
Hello, humans.
I'm taking you guys outside with me.
All right.
Why do you dress up like that?
Because I'm Batman.
Oh my goodness, man.
But did you see? Do you see what I got here?
What is that,
Do you
Al?
see it?
Nope, not quite.
That's a bat light.
It's Superman.
Oh, Superman. Okay.
You know, Superman glasses. You know,
Ah,
hiding in plain
okay.
sight.
Yeah.
All
Gotcha.
right, I got the earpiece in now, so I can hear.
Oh, what's going
There we
on
go.
in the land
Hey,
down there?
DJ Jonesy.
Hey, DJ.
Hi,
Yeah.
DJ.
Hey,
Hey
DJ.
guys, I just got done with the project I was working on.
Nice.
Nice.
And got asked to design a icon with
Flash is faster.
yeah.
Well, I'm rich. My friends are rich.
The stately Wayne Manor,
That's right.
huh? Yeah.
Because I'm Batman.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Thought
I
I-
think I've
thought
got a
I-
lead on that Oswald Cobblepot. We're going to be taking out the penguin in the near future, folks.
And,
Stay tuned. Same bat channel. Same
bat time.
I actually got your sticker, DJ.
Yeah.
All right, Ian.
Actually, let me double check.
Cool.
I don't know if I got one for you. Let me.
I got Ashley's old sticker,
Right.
which is nice. I like that. What are you doing, DJ? Where are you going by? You all right?
You're going to
Yeah.
throw up in that, are you?
What happened?
No,
He's going into the rabbit hole. I mean, the box.
I need to double check if I have
Double
one.
check.
Okay.
Don't fall in.
The Packer.
Yeah.
Is he the
that's-
Packer? Is he the Green Bay Packer?
You falls in there, DJ. We're not going to be able to help you. We'll just stand here and laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we'll
watch
bring
you
up
drown
the
in the
riddle.
foam
We'll
bubbles.
bring up the Riddler. He'll ridicule you.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
You got to call Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, Ashley, you got all your hours in that, do you? Do you have your hours? I know she has her subscriber count.
Cool.
What's up, Sticks? What are you doing? Hi.
Yeah.
If it fits, it ships.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think I have one from you.
What?
Oh, you're not close? Oh my god. I thought you were close on your hours. How many hours do you got? I know Ashley's got our subscriber count. Because I saw
Well,
that.
then we need to hook her up, man.
Yeah.
I gotta see chat. I'm outside, so I don't know who's talking to who.
Make a playlist, Ashley, and put everything that you have ever had. Post it. Put it on that playlist so we
Let
can
it on
run
that
it.
master. That way we can turn it on.
And just
Set-
call it a master list. And whenever you make a new one, add it to that master list.
Okay.
That way we can set it and forget it. Just keep on playing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a master list of all my videos. I
You
think
do?
it's less than 30 minutes.
Wah, 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 wah.
Or even less than
Thanks, Jonesy.
Well,
It might even be less than
Oh my
30 minutes, I
god,
don't
Ashley,
know.
really? I thought you had a
275.
lot more hours than that.
Yeah, I thought you were up there about 3,000.
hey,
Okay.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, I could tell you how long that master list is.
That does not include the lives now. This is just the videos, DJ.
Yeah, but you have to add your lives and that into it
Yeah,
too.
the-
That all
No, I know,
counts
but
on
I
your
wa-
watch hours.
I know, but I wanted to see what I had for just my video wise.
Yeah, but any lives, anything like that, anything
Yeah.
at all that is going on for your channel, add
Right.
it to that list, and it all counts towards watch hours.
Yeah.
Hi, backwards boy.
Hey, backwoods boy.
But Al, you're real close though, right? In the
Yeah,
hours,
but-
right?
but-
My hours are 38:41.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna push you over the top this weekend. I'm gonna see.
And
I
Yeah.
played
my
15
subscribers
of his videos.
is 839.
839. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna put your you got a master list, don't? Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll pop that on here a little when we finish here and just let it run, man. And
Well, thank you.
yeah, at least we can solve.
Like I said, one of it will be taken care of. Like I said, I know, and even way back when I had, thank you, Ashley.
Backwoods.
I know even way back when, Eddie and them were saying when you hit 500 subscribers, start focusing on hours.
Right.
And I kept arguing with him, saying no,
Mm,
not for me, no. I said,
Right.
for me, I have to focus on subscribers. And he was
Right.
like, no, focus on your. I said, I do not need to. And
right.
here's the proof is in the pudding.
Well, see, your channel performed just like mine did, and I made the decision that I was going to push for the subscribers.
Yeah.
You know, and I crossed that 1K mark, and then about 5 weeks later we crossed the hours mark. So, but
well,
You'll
mine
get,
is.
them both.
yeah,
I knew. Oh, I know. I'll eventually get them both, but I knew back then when I started doing lives, I was going to have my hours before I'd have my subscribers. So I've been on a constant. People are like, and there's things I done and shows I done, and I'd go up on people's panels, and they were like, "How come you're not having your own panel for this? This is good stuff for your." I don't need the hours.
right, yeah,
I need the subscribers.
subscribers, yeah, yeah.
Huh?
I'm thinking that if we can get a 24-hour baton pass live going,
We might hook up with some then, yeah.
yeah, and for me. Now it doesn't matter, man. We can do it any day, any time, you know.
Yep.
But the thing we got to do is we got to all promise that, you know, you may
Oh,
not be
no,
able to.
Greg.
Yeah, you won't be able to stay on the whole time, maybe, but you know, try to make
Try
as many.
to make it to as many of them as you can.
Right. Yeah. Even if you have to set the alarm clock to wake up and spend an hour here, an hour there, an hour here, and you know, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to save my 24 hours, my 60th.
okay.
That's not how that's supposed to go, Des.
Hey, look, I have to figure out when I'm going to have the time off. If I have a long weekend off where I don't have to be at work on a Thursday and don't have to go back Monday, then I might do a 24-hour. But
Oh, I get it.
yeah,
Right.
I do get it, and I know why you're doing it. I'm just
Right.
poking fun at you.
oh, I know. But I
Anyway.
said I would do one. I will do one. So
Yeah. I think I
Well,
have
let me
it.
see. Memorial Day weekend's coming up, right?
Yeah, in about
So
what, 2
let me
months?
see what the schedule is on that with my Earth
And
Cottage, and maybe I'll do it that
please.
weekend.
Yeah.
I'll call out sick on a Thursday.
There you go.
Yeah.
Use up some sick time. There you
Yep.
go.
Yep.
But
I don't
yeah.
really
Somebody
have
would
sick
like,
time, but
she's not sick. She's on live 24 hours. Look at her.
but the thing is, they don't watch. My cousin doesn't watch my videos anyway, but and neither does the students. But she's got a couple of students, so if they're there on a Thursday, 2 students, one's in the morning, one's in the afternoon, or one's all day, one's in the afternoon, then one can do the desk and the other one can do the the clinic, and then switch in the afternoon or something like that. So that way the desk is covered. Then I won't have
Gotcha.
to be there.
Yeah. Johnny, how close are you? Are you
Oh, I got a ways to go.
okay?
I'm at 637. I think I just popped up. I'm in the 630 for subscribers.
Uh-huh.
My hours are lagging a little bit behind, but it's not bad.
Not bad.
I'm trying not to worry about it too much.
Right.
When I do, it kills my mood.
Yeah.
Stresses you out.
And
Yeah.
I'm like,
It will. It will.
Yeah.
I keep
Trust me.
reminding myself, what's this about?
It's
And
having fun, man.
right,
It
and
is.
that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why we
Sometimes I
do
get
so many
too
lives. Is just
disappointed
to have
when I
fun.
don't get views.
Mhm.
But then, like, what was it? I was making a video last weekend, and I'm editing it right now. And it has I'm making a solar fire for Devil Dog, and then I'm testing out the new firebox, right?
Right.
But I was excited about the video because it's something Devil Dog asked for. And I'm like, this is fun. Now I don't know if I'll get a lot of views, but I'm doing it because I'm hanging out with my friends, and so
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, it'll come.
Hey, Johnny. Johnny.
What?
Bell Loop sent me out a gift package, and in the package was a Batman bag, with the Batman symbol. And then when I was opening up on their Good Cop Bad Dog show, they said, "Now who is the real Batman, Jonesy?" And I said, "Oh, of course, it's Expeditionary Johnny." And that said,
See,
a really yanks their chain. I don't know why.
yeah,
It
Oh, I
does.
bet it did.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
out there. He's got forgeries now. He's got like letters from him, saying that he is Batman. I'm like, I don't remember in any version where Batman's coming out telling the world his secret identity. He saves
Yeah.
that for his girlfriends.
I'm just gonna turn off for chat for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So
He's
I
Do you
know
see
Devil
what
Dog
Homestead
is.
Aquarius says here?
What's that? Let's see here. Let's see. Where's Aquarius?
I got it up on the screen.
Oh, one of the best things we can do for each other. Find 2 or 3 have a new friend. Watch real time. Leave. Yeah.
Now, this here, what he said,
Yeah.
that's how I got my 100 subscribers here recently.
Right.
Mhm.
By going and doing that and following people, and new people are coming into my room because of it.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's what I'm like. I'll find somebody. I'll subscribe, and every day or several times throughout the day, I'll go through my subscription feed.
Mhm.
If it's especially new people, I'm like, if I see a content, I'll put it in my watch later, and then I
Right.
get to it as fast as I can. Now, some of them I've had sitting out there for 4 weeks,
Yeah.
and eventually I'm like, they put out a new video. I'm like, well, I'll watch your most recent one. I'm gonna have to give up on the old one.
I can tell you, man, when you start crossing 1,000 subscribers, and each say 80% of them putting a new video out every week,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to catch up them all. You're just gonna have to, do as many.
Sure,
as you
even
can.
now, I can't keep up with everybody that's putting out videos because most of the people that are on my channel that are watching me are people that I've been watching.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And
And it's just more and more adding, and it's hard to keep up with everybody. I mean,
It
like,
is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
if you don't
it's
see a certain person for like a couple of weeks, you almost forget they're there.
all right. So,
well, I started this live, and Tarsha from Triple Threat Firearms and Defense was the first one in here and leaving a message for me.
Right.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I haven't seen Tarsha around on a live or anything in a while. That's not saying she's not doing them, because she is. I just haven't
you can't
gotten to her.
right.
I haven't gotten back to her.
Right.
And you know, the very first live she ever done, she was up on panel struggling by herself, and I was the one to jump up with her and
Mm-hmm.
help her relax and help her through it. And
Yeah, because remember she was up on
Hey, Mike.
online.
yeah,
You know?
she was online, and she didn't know what to do or what
Yeah.
to say. And she's like, I don't know what I'm trying. I hopped up, but I was like, hey, Tasha, just relax, be yourself, you know.
Well, she
Yeah.
figured it out pretty quick, didn't she?
Yeah.
She figured it out.
Yeah,
I helped her with that one, and we ended up being on. She was only going to go on for a half an hour to try it. She ended up staying on for 6 hours,
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So,
and after that, she just took off.
She
Right.
got monetized fast.
Yep,
yeah.
So her,
She
said it's all
took
because
off.
of Al.
big time.
That's the way
Hey,
it's done, yeah.
Dad.
I was glad to be there to help her with that first little bit. I really was, because I went in on the live, and there was a number of people in that room that could have jumped up with her, and nobody did. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, no, I gotta go up and help this girl out because she's struggling with it. And I knew what it was
lovely
like for
person.
me to go up first on a live panel,
Yeah.
and I said, no, I'll jump up with her, help her out. She really appreciated it, and it shows because, you know, she might not have had time to come over here and stay in my chat,
Right.
but she came over here when she saw it was going live and left me a message, and that means a lot to me too. Hey, Turning Point, how you doing, Mike?
All right, man.
New baby
Um,
keeping him busy. Oh, that,
Anyway, I cut you off, Johnny, and I kind of cut. You guys were talking. I'm sorry.
that's okay. That's why I've got short-term memory issues. It's gone now, brother. Look at
Yeah,
one of these
I
gone.
heard that,
What's
man.
important? It obviously wasn't important. So, let's see.
No, I had an idea in my head, and I just wanted to get it out and across, because if I didn't, that's my issue, is I forget this.
Right,
Right? And I knew it was a little important.
right.
Well, in my eyes, it's important. I don't know about anybody else. Anybody else probably sitting there saying, "What's he jabbering on about?"
No,
That's what DJ said below me. No, he's even falling asleep listening to me.
I'm,
Hey, Connor.
Hey, Connor.
I'm fixing a mistake I made.
Oh.
What was that coming up on this panel?
that's kind of what I was wondering.
That,
Or I was wondering for that choice of shirts. I was like, "What's that? What's up with
Yeah.
that, man?"
that would have been fixed by now, but I'm feeling alright.
I know.
Yeah, DJ, I liked your sticker, man. It was awesome, man.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
You're welcome.
I want to thank you for last night, DJ,
Why?
because I haven't fallen asleep on a good live in a long time.
Oh
Yeah.
snap! Oh, man.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you know what you do there is when somebody falls asleep, you put that fake thing up like we're under nuclear attack. You know, that
Mm,
way when they do wake up, it's boop. This is a national emergency.
You're just doing our best.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Hey,
Well,
Best.
we still got new people popping in here. It's almost at that 2 hour mark.
I know. I know. Well, that's good.
I may extend for an extra half an hour, but I won't be going much more than that because I
Yeah.
got a little bit of stuff to clean up.
Yeah.
Dave, you just reminded me of something about that whole nuclear warning type deals.
Uh-huh.
And remember back in the day, it was duck and cover. Gonna
Right.
hide under your desk and
Hide
you're gonna
under
be
your desk.
okay, right?
Yeah.
And so a couple years ago, when everybody's panicking, I'm just like, just remember, there's the same people that told you you can be safe from a nuclear bomb
Under a desk.
Under our desk.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. It's just-
Hey, Johnny, I remember when we were stationed down at Camp Lejeune, one of our staff sergeants was telling us, I'm supposed to teach you this particular method. He said, but this is what I'm going to teach you. He said, you see that lawn chair over there? Yes, Dad. He said, you go over there and get it. And he brought it to him, and he goes, we're currently under a nuclear attack, and it's going to be here in a few minutes. And he said, open the chair for me. I opened it up. He sat down. I said, what are we going to do? And he said, we're going to sit here and watch it.
That's it. That's about it. You know, might as well enjoy the show.
Yeah. He said, we're not going anywhere. Ain't nobody going to win, so grab a seat, man. You know.
That's about it.
Yep.
I've had to make my peace
See.
about stuff like that a lot. I'm like,
Yeah.
Omaha up the street with all the it's got all the communications.
Oh,
and
sure.
Stratcom. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be surviving that one.
That's why that balloon
See,
flew right
here's
over
the-
you, right?
Here's the thing, see. I would be in the population count that would survive. We're on 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I am down in a valley. I am not within the major city. I'm not near any major shipping ports or anything like. The closest one is St. John's. That's half an hour away driving. So if I know
Worst
St.
happens.
John's, Gander, Corner Brook, those areas are the major centers. St. John's is where military base is. That's where the ships and that are all to.
Yeah.
Gander, same thing, major airport, stuff like that. That's the stuff that's going to get hit.
Right.
This little community that I'm in, I'm at sea level.
Yeah.
Any blast that comes over these hills is just going to go over.
Right.
You're going to be where they make the new Walking Dead.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
going to be
But if
fighting
you
them off
move
with
down to
sticks.
Texas, how you give up all that up? So,
That's right.
Oh, I know.
I was going to give you a stick with a marshmallow on it and say, hold this.
Yeah. But here's the thing: if I move down in Texas, I'm not planning on moving into any of the major cities
Yeah.
or next to a major military base. I'm looking at living somewhere where I'm in one of the little outskirts
mhm.
that, you know, I could
Yeah,
probably
sure.
sit on a lawn chair and watch the whole blast and
Yeah, you
still
probably
be
will.
okay.
It's pretty flat out that way, man. It is.
You watch your dog run away for 3 days.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I don't know if I told you, but
Hey, Warm
John
Shot
and I are
Adventures.
seriously considering getting a new dog now.
Are you? All right.
Yeah, we're
Nice.
looking at the shelters, and so we're like, you know what? Let's tighten up our fence there,
Right.
because then we'll have to do a home inspection. But I'm like, yeah, I think I'm about ready to have a pooch again.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Need some
Yeah.
company on the walks.
I heard that, man.
Yeah.
A companion in the camp.
That's right.
I come to sea level.
See you, DJ.
All right. All right,
Later.
buddy.
See you,
Yeah.
buddy.
I'm
Bye,
amazed the
DJ.
Wi-Fi work is good so far. But, yeah, the
Yeah, I
Wi-Fi's
wouldn't mind
working.
having a dog in the tent while I'm cooking up some food and stuff like that, just hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the way my wife talks about it, I think she wouldn't mind me staying out in the tent for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead. She's
efficient.
like, you can stay a bit longer. You know, if you can cook and you're warm,
You
you
see
can
that?
stay longer.
Yeah,
Work on more
Stay for a
projects.
while, man. Yeah.
Johnny,
She understands, honey.
Johnny, it'll be
What?
officially the doghouse.
That's
When
right.
you got
That's
the dog
right.
out there.
That dog might be more comfortable than me, though. I'll have to set it up.
That's right. You call that hound quarters.
Yeah, that's right. It wouldn't be a bat cave, but it would be, the doghouse would be all right.
That's right. Yeah.
More and
Yeah.
more.
Well,
What a
I am
day,
gonna-
what a day.
I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and I'll see y'all here a little later on.
That's what I'm
All
having.
right.
All right, guys. Y'all take care, man.
Take care, Dave.
Thank you very much, Dave. I'll see you
All
around.
right. All right. Bye bye.
See you, Dave.
Hey, Chef. Chef is in the
Now
house.
who's Johnny?
Hi, Chef.
Hey, Chef.
Hey,
Excuse
chef.
me while I eat.
Okay, see you, Ashley. Thanks for stopping
I'm
in.
out in the wilderness at the moment, so the
Hi,
Wi-Fi
Ashley.
could drop out anytime.
Yeah, I was looking
Okay,
there.
no
I'm
problem,
like,
Johnny.
is that why you stopped? So you didn't want to give up your Wi-Fi?
There's roadworks. No, they got traffic lights on roadworks. So this guy's walking across. What's he gonna say? Nothing.
I thought he pulled over because he was on the wrong side, right?
No, they got because Yeah, they've been fixing this road for about the last 5 years.
Hmm.
It'll eventually get finished, and they'll move a kilometre up the road and start again.
So Jonesy, I saw you saw my little chili dog video there.
Yes,
that was a
nice.
little cold, and I was thinking of you that day. I was like, that darn Jonesy in his nice shorts.
Yes, yes, well, I've
It's like I think it's
have
about like
been doing some walks down on the beach and stuff, but I'm
Uh-oh, we're losing the Jonesy.
we're losing the Jonesy and we're
You called
gaining
it.
a mic.
Yeah, we're gaining a mic.
Howdy, howdy.
That Mike.
How's it going, Mike?
Oh, it's going. Just figured be able to hop in here for a short bit and let you know that let y'all know that I'm still alive, still kicking.
Nice.
So is the new baby your contribution for the February Camp Challenge Alliance? Is that what you made?
Yes, that's what it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
This is something I made for camping.
yes, I made me a buddy is what I did.
There you go.
Here's the alarm system. You can hear it a mile
Oh,
away.
Oh, well, I will say, like, he's got a very low cry. Like, it's not just like the shrill, it's a very low cry. So but no, he actually, for the most part, he'll sleep through the night. Other than the random, punch in the eye that I get in the middle of the night. Because he'll be sleeping and he'll have his hands up like this and he'll popcorn and just like bust me right in the face.
Jeez.
It's like, look at me, I'm sleeping, I'm cute. Smack.
Yep, that's what he does. The other day he was, no matter what I did, he was just not having it. And he's like, I'm done with you. And I was starting to kind of lose my cool, and I looked at him and I said, dude, you're driving me nuts. And he looks at me, kind of gives me this side eye look, and then just big old smile. And I'm like, all right, you little con man. That's how they get you, is they give you a little smile. And
It's the cuteness factor.
oh yeah.
that for the next 30 years.
Right.
Next 30 years,
Oh yeah.
keep using it.
Oh yeah, my daughters still use it. They'll they were wanting something, and my wife was like, no, you don't really need that. And then they kind of turned and looked at me and kind of smiled a little bit, and I'm like, all right, how much is it? Is how much, let me see what I got in my pocket. And my wife gets on to me all the time about it. And but well, I tell you what, I've been trying to keep an eye out. I've been trying to keep an eye out.
For a short time.
Do what?
What'd you say, Jonesy?
No, you're only a dad for a short time before they fly the coop.
Yeah.
So, Mike, what were you saying about you're keeping an eye on something or another?
Yeah, well, I was camera being all weird. I was keeping an eye on to see if you guys kept popping up, because I've noticed like a lot of groups, they're either like, I don't know whether it's something in the water or what, but like a couple groups on Facebook, like everything is it's just nuts. Like I'm talking like people getting into nasty arguments and everything like that, and it's just like, wow.
Not us.
Yeah.
No, the nasty arguments and that, there's a few people around that have been causing some issues, but we just avoid them.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
It's not worth getting into it. It's not. We started this conversation on Dave's about the whole drama thing and everything, and we don't, it's not worth it. That's not what we're here for. That's not what we were ever on here for.
Right.
Well, and one guy contacted me, and I was talking to him, and I was like, he goes, I can't believe they did me this way. And I was like, I go, man, I said, there's no point in getting on Facebook and going back and see. They won't directly call each other out, but it's like, it's like you're just hurting yourselves, honestly, by just using up that much energy to try and find the latest way you can poke at that person. I was like, dude, I go, yeah, it sucks what happened, but I go, let it go, man. I said, you're never gonna see that person again. But
well, I had
it's just
people
crazy.
after me. I had people poking at me for some stuff like that, man, and they were actually calling me out by name on videos, harassing and bullying me. So I just went over and I went, strike. I never heard nothing else from them. They were monetized channels. I only had like 500 subscribers at the time. They were monetized channels. Bullying me. So when they realized, hey, I was able to give them a community strike, not just a warning or anything, a strike. Then it clicked on their head. They can lose their entire monetization. Everything on their channel will be gone if they don't knock it off. It's there to be used. I used it. Simple.
Yeah. Well, and I asked the guy, I was like, can't you, I go, just block them from your Facebook and everything like that. And he goes, well, I have, but you hear stuff through the grapevine. And I said, well, that's the problem with grapevines is they all have roots, and you got to know where the roots are at, whether, it's going to be a good grape or not. And I said, if people want to keep bringing stuff to you and bringing stuff to your attention like that, I said, dude, you're going to have to cut them loose. Otherwise it's never going to stop.
Yep. Well, this is why I got this mentality, I comes on here, I don't cause no beefs with nobody. I don't want no trouble with nobody. I don't pick on anybody. If me and Eddie and DJ or Dez or Johnny or whoever, we'll be picking at each other. But we know each other. It's a friendly thing. We're not picking on each other to hurt each other.
Right.
If we have an issue, we take it behind scenes and we will sort it out. We're not going to come on here causing all kinds of drama. Me and Dez yelling back and forth at each other, or me and Johnny getting all up in each other's shit. You're not going to see that on our channels.
Yeah. Well,
that happened. I was going to say real quick. I was on another channel. He's a truck driver, but he's part of the community, the wolf-setting community. And they were talking politics, and I said, hey, I'm going to go while you guys talk politics because I'm totally opposite. And they were also doing a lot of conspiracy theory stuff on there. I said, but I'll be back later. Next thing you know, I lost my wrench, and I wasn't able to chat. Nobody could see my chat, like I got blocked. So I get on Facebook and message him. Meantime, I sent him a Christmas card as well, not knowing I was blocked and everything. And we talked it out on Facebook Messenger. And then he goes, okay, I'm going to unblock you or everything. And then he apologized to me on one of his drives and said, I gave Desiree her wrench back because she was, she wasn't doing what I thought she was doing. She was just giving my space to air out what I feel, and that's why I left, because I might not agree on your stuff, but I just want to let you know, it's not that I hate you or anything. It's just that I don't want to be there for false information. I want to go. You want to do your thing. I'll just go over here, hang out to my channels, and I'll come back when you're done venting or whatever you want to do. And so he realized that and gave me back my wrench and apologized. But
that's the same thing.
You have to do it off of YouTube. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Des, I think you might know about what I'm going to kind of bring up, and I'm not going to get into it a big lot, but there was an issue ongoing there not too long ago, and somebody was saying crap about me, and mostly about someone else, but they bring me into it. And, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to bring up any drama or anything, but if you're on your channel bad-mouthing me, I will come and defend myself.
Yeah.
And, I don't get mad. I don't yell, scream, whatever. I got mad at this person. but it wasn't. I wasn't cursing, losing my temper, this, that, or anything else. But people knew I was mad at them.
Right.
Well,
Right,
heck,
and-
Al, me and you had a conversation a couple months ago over the phone. You know.
Oh yeah, but that was something that got sorted out
Yeah.
very easily
Yeah, and I've
behind
never.
the scenes, and that's all it is. You know, that's how easy it is.
Yeah. It can be
Yeah.
miscommunication,
You
and
know.
all of a sudden people blow it into something more that's not
Yeah.
between the two people, and next thing you know, other people being pulled in that shouldn't have been pulled in. You know, it's like, dudes, take it off of
Well,
YouTube and figure it out.
Yeah. Well, and like I had some people, you know, getting on me for a joke I had said about my wife, and you know, even when she heard it, she was cracking up laughing, but I got a few nasty things, but like after that, pretty much they said their piece. I didn't reply back to. I didn't really say anything back to them. Haven't heard anything out of them since, you know, and it's. But a lot of people, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of people, they do that because it's, they want the attention. They want that. They want you to push back. They want you to turn them out.
It's divide and conquer is what they're trying to do.
Yeah. They're trying to put divisions in amongst people because they think, okay, well, you know, if I can divide these people and get most of them on my side, that's they're all going to agree with me. They're going to come to my channel and do whatever.
It's a playground bully.
Yeah.
You know, you could be the big bully on the block. It's like, come on. How old are you now?
Yeah, and that's what I look at. You know, I'm out of high school. I'm not here to.
I went
do
through all the
gossip and
bullying.
rumors.
I
And,
went through all the bullying stuff, and I'm very thankful. I believe opposite than a lot of people in this group. You know, but I keep it to myself. Oh, look at the snuggles.
I didn't want you to stop talking. I wanted you to
No,
keep
it's all right.
talking.
I had to look. But I'm accepted for me in the group, and I accept everybody else for the group. I just don't talk certain things on my channel because I don't want that to divide. You know, I don't want that to be there to divide the group. You know what I mean? I like everybody I've met, and I want to keep the friendships that I have going. I want it to
But
go
you
back
know-
to before the divide started happening. You know?
Mike,
can-
Mike, Hike with Mike asked if this is a coon cat. I'm like, I think it's just a tortoise shell. I don't know. Anyway,
It's just
but
a big old baby.
tripod. I don't know.
It's an overhead big old baby.
And see,
Yeah.
Des,
She's
I had
not
a guy.
three-legged baby. So anyway,
he-
on with the discussion.
He was commenting on one of the two trapping videos I put up about, you know, how I shouldn't use traps, and ask, you know,
Yeah,
if I could use.
you're gonna get that from. Yeah, you'll get that
and I
from
was
every
just-
angle. I know where you're going with that one.
And I was just like, hey man, the live traps don't really work very good in my area. I go, once you let these guys go, I said, you know, they scurry off like nothing ever happens. And the same guy, no, it might not be the same guy. I'd have to look, but I got an email, and the guy's like, what do you know, he mentioned that video, and he goes, what do you think about, you know, started bringing in politics. He goes, why don't you ever talk about politics on your channel? And I go, because that's not what my channel's here for. I said, I don't care who you vote for. I don't care who you voted for. That's none of my business. And he's like, well, he goes, I heard you were pretty straightforward about stuff, and that's why I subscribed. And he goes, I thought maybe you touch on the, you know, whole politics situation. I was like, I go, brother, I said, if that's what you're looking for, you got the wrong channel, man. I leave that stuff where it's at, you know. And I mean, heck, I had family members not talking to family members because they voted for one person or the other. And I'm like, guys, y'all
That's
don't
foolishness.
realize.
See
Yeah,
Aquarius.
There's people kicking people out of their homes for voting opposite. I mean, that's
Yeah.
how bad it's gotten. You
I mean,
know?
like, you know, just let me go through this here. You know, we're all different. We all have different opinions. We all have different thoughts. It's our differences that makes us interesting.
Right.
It's our commonalities that's bringing us together.
Yeah.
And no matter what your difference of opinion is, there's commonalities here that are keeping us bound together, and that's what we focus on. We're not focusing on the differences to separate us.
Right.
We're
That's why I
focusing
leave
on the
politics and religion
commonalities.
off my channel, because I want to get to know you as a human being and what you
Yep.
enjoy doing, not what your political or religious beliefs are. Everybody's got different ones.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their opinion. But why should that divide us as a country? Why should we get? It's
Yeah.
again the bully
Why
mentality.
should it divide us as a planet, let alone a country?
Yeah.
Well,
But
exactly.
but right now, our country, which we never gone through this much turmoil in recent years compared to other countries, I feel like that's where it would leave. We would have
Well,
that.
honestly, with that, I kind of think we have. We just don't hear about it like we do nowadays because everybody has a camera in their pocket.
Yeah.
Everybody has access, and it's heck. Me and my brother, we were talking, and he brought up politics, and my uncle was sitting there, and they kind of got to talking, and it turned into an argument. I just kind of shook my head, and they're like, "What?" And I said, "I don't mind, talking about this stuff if we can talk about it." I said, "But if we're gonna fight and argue, it's no longer worth my time.
Right.
It's just." Like if you like grape Kool-Aid versus green Kool-Aid, I prefer the green. But if we want to have a discussion about it, let's have a discussion about it. But if we want to fight and argue, it's not, it's just not worth that.
No.
It's not worth that much energy.
No.
But that's
This-
why
this
I
little
tend
guy-
to keep it as far away from my channel as I can because
Yep. That's why
You
that's
know,
why I like
it's
hanging out with
not-
Joe.
yeah, it's not. When you start bringing any amount of it in, there's a clear division.
Yes. Yep.
This side versus this side. And there's no, in what I do, bushcrafting, there's no division. There's work together to get a task done.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah. Johnny's sitting there with these cats. We got our Girl Scout cookies in.
Yum.
We had them. We had them tarped because it was supposed to snow. It didn't snow, but we had them tarped and had them netted. I mean, it was all cinched down. And my wife went out there to get somebody's order. She flipped the tarps back, and the cats had ripped through two tarps. Had ripped into the case, ripped into the individual boxes, and ripped into the packages. And needless to say, she looks at me and she goes, "Where's the shotgun?" Of course, my daughter started crying, and I'm like, "Yeah, you were not." She goes, "These cats need to go." And I was like, "Well, you're not doing it that way." And she told them, she goes, they get into one more thing. She goes, they're gone. And then the cat that usually rides up on my shoulder, my daughter was coming home from school and it was on the picnic table and it actually jumped on her and went friggin' all loony bin.
Well, if that jumped on her because it's used to being up on your shoulders, and she wasn't prepared for it to jump.
Well, it
would
didn't
do it.
just jump. I mean, it jumped and that cat was not. A cat just wasn't trying to be friendly. A cat was being a little butthole, and I said, if it ever does, get up on her shoulder. After it jumped off of her, it turned around and was hissing at her. And now he is a male. I don't know whether that could possibly have something to do with it, but
No, I've
we've
had
been
male
keeping a
cats.
close eye on him.
I get along with male cats. Female cats like the female cats like males in my house, and then the male cats like me. I like male cats, and they like me. I don't know. It could be maybe they're outdoor cats. They could have picked up something. Who knows?
Yeah, there could have been a
Well, and
scent or something. She could have brushed off anything that had another scent on it or anything. Right.
Yeah, well, and that's what I'm kind of we've been keeping a close eye on them, and so far they ain't done nothing. After that, they've been pretty good. You're gonna start getting fussy, ain't you? You're gonna start getting fussy, ain't you? Oh, just so you know, Al, I was watching one of your videos the other night, and I looked over, and he's laying on the bed, and he's sitting there, and we've never been able to get him to laugh. But every time he would
Laughing at you,
turn
was he?
just right, he would just like do this like little squealing little thing. Kind of, I don't know. It's kind of weird. That's about as close to a laugh as we've ever got him. And I was like, well, we'll just put Al up there and, you know, let him
Figure out
watch
which way
Al.
Warlow is turning. You're gonna make him squeal.
You know what's cool too is if you guys have a ring
Hey,
sling.
buddy.
A ring
What are you
sling would be
doing?
amazing with the baby.
What are you
Look at I
doing?
just saw a
What
little.
are you doing over there?
How old is
You
baby
make
now?
sure you give him a good smack in the face when he's sleeping, okay? Yeah. Yes.
How old now?
He is. My wife could tell you exactly, but he's a little over 2 months now.
Wait, yeah,
And-
okay. He's past that 6 week. That's the best when they start smiling, and they start trying. Oh, I work at a birth center.
Usually he's all smiles, and now he's trying to kick the phone. But usually he's
Who
all
was that
smiles.
ugly fella you just had up there? I gotta kick him away from me.
Look at those toes. I love it because the babies at the birth cottage, when they come for their last visit at 6 weeks, that's when they start seeing their personality and they start smiling. They hear your voice, and you can sit there and talk them with
Yep.
like a little baby talk, and it's like, and they're trying to move their mouth and they're trying to talk to you at the same time, but they're not. It's just nothing yet. It's my favorite
Yep.
stage.
Well, and I'll be talking to him, and I'll be moving my head and talking
We're
with my
just doing
hands,
our
and he will.
best.
Yeah,
Hey,
he will.
Paige
He will.
Shirley.
He will do his best to mimic what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He said, "Just
If you
shoot,
got a
just
ring sling, carry a ring sling, and you can put the baby in the ring sling. And what's good is you can put him up. Hold, stay there, Serena. You can put him up here and carry him in the ring sling like this, and then you've got your hands free
Yeah.
to do whatever, and they get to hear your heartbeat, and they fall asleep to your motion because you're walking. Because a lot of times they want to be attached to you.
My wife, she's got one of those, and anytime we put it on and put him in it, oh man, he will turn purple mad, and just, I mean, he does not like it.
Yeah, it could be the sling and the way the baby's sitting in the sling too, but
it could be.
Yeah, because the baby's been sitting there walking with the mom for 9 months, growing, and the motion of the walking, that helps. And also, when they get really cranky, just take them in their ear and just give them the
Oh yeah.
sound, the white noise, because it's like the swishing in the stomach. That helps them also soothe their quietness. So
My wife gets irritated sometimes because he'll get just fuss and screaming, and I'll take a hold of his hands and be like, "Let's hold hands," and he'll generally straighten up and just look at me and start smiling again. But we
he
try
told
and
me
put
like,
him on his
I've had
belly.
enough of you, Mom. I've been with you for 9 months. I want to go with Dad now.
Right. We try and put. Whoops. Oh, there you go, dumb man. We try and put him on his belly, and like if I'm laying on the bed and he's on my chest, he's fine, and he'll hold his head up for as long as he'll lay there. But if you put him on the bed just by himself, oh man, this kid, you want to see a temper.
Yeah.
And we went in for his 2 month shots, and they gave him his 2 month shots, and turns out I've still got a little bit of a temper because my wife actually had to take a hold of me because I was going to knock the doctor through the wall. He started doing that like in pain scream, and Dad kind of lost it for a second. Ow!
What I like is
Headbutt me.
there's certain doctors out there that will do, if you can find the right doctor, they'll do shots in intervals. So it's not all like 2 or 3 shots at a time. But the most pain,
they gave him 6 all in one leg.
That's too much. That is way too much.
Yeah, it was.
I would have been looking for another doctor and going, do you spread them out? Because that's just way too much at one time. And
Well, when his actual doctor, when we told her about it, she was like, "Why?" She goes, "Why?" She goes, "You were supposed to get 3, and then come back in another week and a half and get the other 3." But so needless to say, little man here wasn't all that happy with it. And,
yeah.
But yeah, he definitely, and this is, I mean, I got a few shorts of him up there on my channel because it's like he's doing something cute, you know, at least have something up on the channel.
You know that would draw
But
all
what's
the women
weird,
in.
oh, there was one, it got like 2,000 views, and I looked at the analytics on it, and it was 97% women from ages 25 to 35. But I put one up. I put one up where he was arguing with me. That thing went nowhere. Like 8 views, and then my possum video like exploded. But on my analytics, it says most of them is from most of my views are from Asia.
Oh wow!
And I'm like,
You're
well,
big
that's
in
weird.
Japan. Isn't that a song?
Apparently, yeah.
That was a song, wasn't it, in the 90s? You're big in Japan. Something like that.
I don't know.
Kind of sounds familiar. Now that you ask, I won't be able to think. I can't think about it, but yeah, I've been looking at good spots for me and Johnny to go in the Mark Twain National Forest, and
I've got some maps for the Ozark Trail with the water markings and stuff. I've been kind of looking at, so we'll talk about it. I'm thinking April, if that works for you.
Yeah,
my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You want to be out on the field on your birthday?
You're gonna pay for me to come down for my birthday? Okay.
Yeah, Al, a buddy of mine's going through and getting his pilot's license, and I told him, I said, when you get your pilot's license, I got a
smuggle me
list
in?
of people. Yeah, I said, I got a list of people you need to go and get so we can all hang out. And
We
he's
have to
like,
tell you
well,
at
I'll
the
have to steal it. Well, I told him, I said, I got an airport 10 miles from me. I said, you know, and he goes, I hope they got some good paracord. And I go, why? And he goes, because the only thing that I would really have access to is a 2-seater helicopter. He goes, but if we tie him to the running gear and, you know, just make him rappel down. And I go, Al would be up for that. I go, you know, the rappelling down part. I go, I don't know about the hanging while you're flying part, but I go, he'd be down for rappelling.
Maybe in the summertime, not this time of year.
Right? Be an owlsicle.
Oh, cool. Coffee.
That would definitely be an owlsicle, that's for sure.
You mean I don't get in-flight snacks?
Nope.
Well, it depends on how. Well, you might. It just depends on how wide you open your mouth. You never know what's flying around up there. Your luck could be, you know, depending on where he flies, the in-flight air might be duck.
No, more likely a seagull.
Hawk, eagle, pigeon. Who knows?
Yeah, Chinese air balloon. Take your pick. I mean, UFO apparently. But well, I'm gonna have to hop off here and get this little man changed. I figured, being he was being good, hop on, say hello to y'all, and let you know I'm still kicking.
Glad to see you around.
Thanks for the update. It was nice to see you and little man.
Oh yeah.
See you, Mike.
All right. See you. Bye.
Yeah, April. We'll be together. All right. See you.
All
Mike.
right. Bye.
And then there were 3.
There were three.
Another minute or so, I'm going to shut this down now.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
got some
2.
editing to do.
You getting
and-
off at 2:30? 2 hours and 30?
Yeah.
I really need to write some notes and get some cards out. Like I've got Des, you've been on my list to send a card out. And
I
some
want a
stickers.
sticker.
Yeah,
Mine-
I want to send you 2.
Ooh.
Do you want 2 big 4-inch ones? Do you want 1 4 and 1 3? Do you got a preference?
I'll take 1 and 1.
1 and 1?
Yep,
Your
I'll put it on
wish
my
is
sticker
my
album.
command.
Thank you. You're on my intro, by the way.
Hang on there now, Des.
Yes.
He just said your wish is his command.
Oh. Oh no! What did I just do to myself?
That was it.
No backing out now.
I'm in trouble
If you
now.
go to my pop-up live from the other night,
Mhm.
watch like the first 5-10 minutes. There's a new intro,
Okay.
and you're on it.
Okay. I'll definitely be. I will go out there and do that here. So.
See you, GW.
Oh,
Bye,
you do-
Greg.
Oh, let me bring up the chat again so I can see that. There we go. Later, dude. Later, dude. Well, let's see here. How we doing on my little video as far as bringing attention to the challenge? It seems to the timing seemed to work pretty well. I've got a few views on the reminder, but I noticed I got a lot more views on my net video. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just timing or it got some people going over there or not.
Well, my timing is digital.
Your timing is digital. Oh.
I don't have any videos, so my time is 0.
Oh, it's my chili dog one. That's the one that's underperforming. I'm like, what the heck? I thought people would love it. You a chili dog on a hike. So
I gotta watch that one. I haven't watched that one yet.
that was pretty good. That tasted all right. That was good stuff there. So
Look, guys, I'm starting to go a little past the 2.5 hour mark here now. I would like to take a minute to appreciate every single one of you guys that stopped in here today and hung out for a little while. And everyone that is still left here in the chat and up on panel, of course, Johnny, Des. You know, you guys are always welcome and appreciated. And that's about it for this video here today, guys.